There you go. Oh, fuck. You know what I forgot to do? Bring back the music after that one time. There we go. Anyways. I guess I can go be the invader. Nope. I'm invaded. I was gonna go be an invader. I mean, I still can. But, yes.
Hey. Hey.
What? Okay, I can check on stream stuff. Thank you. Okay, that's adorable. I'll join. We'll get woken up when we doze off. Like, it's a very... I was just getting to sleep. Because I think we should stagger. Maybe. I think we'll stagger when sleep accrues. Or they have sleep resistance. Or alternatively, this emote is goated and stops the accumulation of sleep. We're both in New Game Plus, I think. Give me a minute. I'm getting some more Z's. Oops. It wore off. Okay, Z's achieved. You think they want something? Oh, they gave me something. Oh. Dope. You are a sweetheart. Okay. You wanna fight now? Oh, more shit? Okay. Ah. You take care of people. Can this be a +10? This can be a +10. It's a somber weapon. I don't know why I'm freaking out over nothing. I'm pretty sure people can't drop unattainable items right now. You know how I said if you're just polite in invasions, people give you a lot of shit? This person's real kind. They keep hooking us up. Every so often, you're just not immediately toxic to strangers, and they're just, like, really sweet. my sword's always a good one. In every game. By my sword is God. Okay, no, theirs is actually the best. But that's irrelevant, and I don't want to think on how I'm a failure of a person. Hey, my invader's really sweet. They just gave me enough Shadow World runes to, like, destroy my life. They just keep giving me free stuff. They're really sweet. I appreciate them. So this is like one of the many reasons to be polite in invasions. I say just do it to do it, because we're supposed to be kind unto others, if we want them to be kind to us. This person is like, you know, really embodying the whole, like, well, you shouldn't expect it, but you might receive kindness in turn for your kindness. This person really brings it, in droves. I admire them. They're cool. My favorite armor piece was the blindfold. That's so sick. Patches squat. Patches squat. I would like to just raise that we are being not toxic player base. Invasions aren't always toxic-woxic, my duder. Where is... oh. Fire, no! Don't eat fire. Ready? Are you just health checking me? Invasions in Elden Ring. Aren't they fucking wicked? Do any of us have a fake grace? Memory of grace, maybe? No? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I had a fake grace, but I lost it. You made me lose it. There we go. I had the 2 sleep pots with me, or the 2 self-sleeps. Okay, they're pretty legit. They gave me 900. They gave me 99 runes of each type that I could have wanted. Talk about an actual sweetheart. Oh, I had these in my bar. That's weird. Who does that? I wasn't paying attention. I see them. Boop. The same advice I give everyone, ask them what their Steam is. And ask them how many games they bought. With like, yeah, ask them their average games over their last like 12 paychecks. That might be a good way. Do I have to play hide? I have to play hide. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll play hide. Sure. I'm doing it the easy way though. Now I can like edge my camera to see the corner and the other corner. So now I know if I want to run away, because, you know, we play hide and seek like a shithead. Preference, no, but if you need to, you do you, Goober. You do you. Oh, I probably did a better job at hiding than I got credit for. I didn't see them coming from there, I was expecting the other side. Okay, I think we're waiting for them to go hide. Okay, we're waiting for them to go hide. Why did we just get walked into hide and seek? This is an invasion. In Elden Ring, you know. Right? Like, y'all get that, right? No, I didn't have it on hand. I think I have it in my bag. Or in the storage thingy. I'm pretty sure it's not with me. I don't keep it on me. What a fucking cool cat. Okay, I'll put it on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Divine Beast hat. Butcha! I'm being eaten. The head is most of me. Sweetheart, thank you. What an absolute sweetheart. So who was afraid of invasions in Elden again? Because I just got handed 99 runes. Oh, it's not the first time I've been handed 99 runes. I've been handed a fuckload of runes. I still have to turn these in. I don't really use these very much. I don't like mini boss weapons. I haven't since Dark Souls, I haven't yet. Sometimes, yeah. I really just don't have an affinity for boss weapons. Like, Somber in Elden is just not my way usually. Like, some of the, like, headpieces that confer a bonus, that's fine. You know? But I usually get most of my jams out from talismans and like an occasional headpiece here and there, but I keep variety more than I use it. A Beast Claw, level 25. What a champion. Ooh, deadly poison perfume bottle. Maxed out too. What did he do? Okay, so we went into an earlier invasion and someone did something that I find absolutely brilliant. They had a larger sword with a longer arc and a beast claw for follow-up. I thought that was actually brilliant. Oh, I will instantly put it to use. Not on you, like... To my understanding, and I could be very wrong, that you cannot see or interact with invalid items presently, and if someone were to force inject one onto you, I'm pretty sure that the game engine warns your bitch ass. Do I have anything worth it for them? Oh my gosh, I love them. Do I like these pants? Do I like these pants? Wouldn't they be like here? No? Oh my gosh, they're right here. Ooh, rolled prawns. Okay, prawn. They gave me cool pants. They're a fucking winner. Wait on, this is 3. Wait, which should they do? Oh, do I have any of these on me? Homies gotta look out for the homies. This happens a lot. I don't want to hit them or anything. They seem nice. They're also probably better than me. But respect your betters. Don't be a shithead. If they're not expecting you to go hit them, don't hit them out of the blue. If they wanted to fight, they would have fought. Maybe they will, but we'll get there in time. These pants are kind of sick. These pants kind of go hard with this outfit. It's gonna be fucking real. Do we have an arm thing that goes better with this? Hold on. I don't think so. I wanted to put this one better with something because it looks funky. But presently, I don't think we do. I need to sit my controller down and open another thingy-madoodle. Oh. Ooh! TY. There's more shit here. Ooh. 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 What a homie. What is this? 28 stir? Okay, I got this. I'm reducing my armor load for you, you goober. Don't kill me. Toot doot. I should have stepped back a little more. Oop. Not the one I meant to do. Why in the fuck am I so bad at finding things? Thank you. Thank you. To end? Gotcha. What am I missing? Ints. I'm at 20 ints. Okay, hold on. This is Elden Ring PvP. What are your great-grandparents gawking at? Oh my gosh. That's fine. Can't I match this? I can. No, I can't. Gotta take it. We are a charmer. Looking at my FP regen. It's not very fast FP regen. Just full movement tech? Oh, I couldn't join you on full movement tech. That's what's up. Yee! Shadow Rune 7's 99. We are the sword of damnation. Do do do. Ah, my nose itches.
Hey, hey,
Where's my fancy spin? Oh no, I lost fancy spin. Found curtsy. I have respect for the movement. I guess we made a friend. That's what's up. Friends? I want to do invasions a little bit. You're outstanding and fun. Why is that the best in DS3 and Elden? Why is that kind of happy just the best kind of happy? Just kill me. You've been kind, just kill me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Now murder me. Give me a warrior's death. You have to kill me. I demand a warrior's death. What takes my health? What saps my health? Let's see. Nothing that I can wield. Oh, they're being a sweetie again. Okay. I'm gonna find something to kill me. Oh, bless. This is the Elden Ring PvP. It's just people hanging out. It is int that is too low? Okay. My nose hurts. I know I've said this like 10 million times, but my nose hurts. We're already on Rachasos. It's here. Here we go. Ooh. Well, now it's God. It was pretty cool. But that stabby, that's just godly. Okay, super sick. So they're really nifty. They're also really fun. That's what's up. It's not ideal, but it's pretty okay. It's got access to Weed Cutter. But wait, there's more. I'm having a silly idea. What if I just switch the hands? Then I have access to Savage Claws. And then I have access to something that is not... I don't have any, okay, I don't have much armor on to speak of. But I think my point being is I can use the overwhelming nonsense and what have you of Rakshasas with the quick motion of elden. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Legit. Yikes. Thank you. Thank you. Owie. Sorry, not sorry. Flower. What can I do for you? What can I do in turn for you? I don't think I have anything that's worth much to you. I gave you what I could, which is an item that I like. I don't know. I'm fairly useless. You're like loaded out, like a champion. What a champion. What a fucking champ. They gave me golden epitaph. Am I supposed to hide and seek them again? No. Humans confuse me some days, but this one seems alright. At least they've been consistent with me. That's 10 out of 10 right there. Netherload? Really? They gave me new pants. They kind of go with the arm bracers very well. They hooked us up with a new fit. They're legit. Oh. Also.
Hey! Hey!
Are they leaving us?
Hey!
I had a lot of fun. I just imagined the wave was leaving. Goodbye, new friend. You're awesome. Okay, that was fun. That was really fun. However, I'm taking you with me. Hi. More Elden ring build glazing. That's legit. We like Elden tint here.
This morning.
The Elon Musk ring build glazing.
Look, I'm gonna tell you a secret. My first Elden Ring build wasn't very poggers, so to speak. I remember it like it was yesterday. Me and my friend.
We'll be back.
Accused of a woman happened here in Lexington. According to an arrest citation, pulled the victim's pants down while she was asleep on a couch and then had sex with her against her will.
According to this Twitter account, Phantom, a very popular streamer, is being accused of a very high crime that people take very seriously. Yet this page is using it for clicks, views, and money because this information is completely false. This is not true at all. And it's going to the point where a bunch of people are trying to call out this page. And I had originally saw it before, but I revisited the page recently to see that he is now taking clips from news channels and putting popular streamers' faces on them to make it seem like they are the story that the news is talking about. When again, it is false.
Okay,
And
hold on. That's actually really funny. Like, you should disclose that it's fake. But imagine if, like, okay, hear me out. Every time there's a Florida man news story, you can use moisty criticality in a heartbeat. And it's still a Florida man. And you'd expect it to not be true. Coach Greg, every time a Canadian gets into a fight, just be like, on the internet, not IRL, just on the internet. Just imagine how easy it would be to be like, dun 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 dun.
This page is still verified and is still alive to this day. It is not banned. Nothing has happened to it, even though multiple of his posts lying about specific content creators has been community noted every single time. Yet we again have nothing happening to the page at all. And it's not just this Twitter account, it's many, a lot, multiple is what's sad about it. And there's nothing that ever happens to any of them. And they love to.
But isn't the community note what should happen? Isn't that like the end goal for the platform? Isn't that like everything y'all Twitter users want? Is appropriate attestation, so community noted up and good to go? Community note, good to go? Isn't that good enough? I don't use Twitter. That's not my fucking bag. Y'all Twitter people, isn't it that good enough? People can say whatever the fuck they want. You get a note though, right? Isn't that what y'all want?
To take advantage of controversy and things that may be going on, like this Twitter account that made a fake post about Nike because Kai Cenat was in a little bit of a controversy because of a recording he did with Ty Lil breaking in and trying to prank Rakai while he was going to the bathroom. And because of that, a lot of people found it weird and he decided to jump on the opportunity to make a fake post saying that Nike had dropped him. That read, "At Nike, we are committed to upholding the highest standards of integrity, respect, and responsibility following recent events involving Kai Cenat. We have made the decision to end our partnership with him effective immediately. We believe in fostering a culture that aligns with our values in the communities we serve. Our focus remains on supporting athletes, creators, and individuals who embody the principles of respect and inclusivity." And the same thing that happens to all of these pages happened again, where we have them getting community noted, yet nothing happens to the page, nothing even happens to the post. It shows Nike ends partnership with Kai Cenat after bathroom incident involving a 16-year-old. And then the response from apparently Nike that I showed y'all, but right under that is the community note. This image appears to be manipulated as there is no official confirmation from Nike that it has ended its partnership with Kai Cenat. This user is engagement baiting for interactions. And the post is still up with 11.3 million views, 7.2k shares, bunch of likes, and it's completely sad to see that we have accounts like this spreading like wildfire. While this is something tame, still wrong for lying saying that Kai got dropped by Nike, but at most all people are going to think is Kai is not just doing it anymore. We have other accounts like the one I showed you in the beginning where they are literally lying about crimes that these streamers apparently are committing and posts like this. Twitch streamer I'm Dante faces alleged grooming claims and cheating on his wife with a 16-year-old victim, speaks out text emerge. And then it has a video attached.
Okay, yeah, I was saying just replace the Florida man ones with like moist critical. This is a whole nother set of lazy and gross. This is just disgusting. If it's bullshit, it's disgusting. If it's legit, don't cast it as bullshit.
the supposed victim of I'm Dante.
So I'm just gonna get straight to the point because y'all don't care about an introduction. I had no clue that this would happen in the way that it did. I posted a comment, not thinking about it, not thinking about that maybe somebody would screenshot it and put it on Twitter and it would blow the up. Someone then reached out to me and asked me about the situation because they saw the comment or something. I didn't know that it was posted at this point. Saying that I'm like, I don't want to be friends with him. Because you don't want to talk to me because of my age, so don't talk to me at all. Like, I understand. You're like, oh, okay, well, you knew that he was older than you. You knew, like, you whore. Like, I was 16 though. So do you think I knew any better? Like, I'm not the same person I was 3 years ago. Like, I was a child.
And just like all the posts before it, this information is also false. It's fake. And yet they are still promoting it as true. And what's worse about these accounts is they don't just post these things and let it be and hope that people pick it up. They have other accounts with blue check marks, which we're going to get into more later, that hype up that post, having a bunch of them comment, oh my gosh, is this true? There's no way this is happening. Oh my gosh, so they give it fake engagement in order for more people to believe the story and to try and retweet it, talk about it, comment under it themselves.
But why would anyone
like any other post, these allegations are very serious, and because of that, multiple people are going to see it, multiple people are going to fact check it and correct it, which happened with this post as well when it got community noted after already having a bunch of people see it. With a community note reading, this is false information, the girl was talking about 9 Vicious. This clip is about a completely different person, yet they thought, I'm gonna steal it, put it on this video with somebody else I know is very popular in order to get likes and engagements, not caring about the impact it would have on the creator, on anybody else, especially since you're basically making fun of and using SA victims in order to gain quick cash on Twitter. And yes,
I love the game they're playing.
No system, which I am very happy for, so that some people who didn't understand the situation or post now have new knowledge and are able to at least be informed enough to know now that the post they're seeing is either fake, false information, or in some way incorrect. But the system is also flawed, as the community note system is literally just the community. The community itself could also be wrong. It's not a clear fact checker, and if enough people put wrong information for a community note, then that's what it's going to be marked as. And in that same vein, as I've already stated previously, the community note feature doesn't get a post taken down. Like that one from My Dante, even though there might be a bunch of people trying to help with the community note, saying that this is false information, this is not true, disliking it, reporting the tweet, it's still up on his page and able to be viewed by millions of people who might never have seen the community note because it was seen when it was first posted, or might ignore the community note or just be like, well, there's enough people here commenting about it to believe that this is actually true. And that's what sucks, is that these creators, if not talking about the situation, won't give it traction, but at the same time, if you don't address some of these fake information that's being put out, it leaves you in a very weird state. Like that Kai Cenat one, we saw another post was made about him by Kickcham that literally got a response off of Kai because it was about their new brand from AMP that they started. And even though the brand is in early testing phases, he decided to try to gain a little bit of traction for himself by lying about the brand. Several people have reported rashes and skin irritation after using Kai Cenat's Tone skincare products. Now, do I need to say it again? Obviously, this post is fake and it got community noted. But what sucks again about the community note feature is it's by the community. So the note has nothing to do with the fact that this information is false, and instead focuses on what's on the image, which is an ad for a gambling company that's not even allowed on X. The reader's added context says stake ad against XTOS, which is crazy because you would think if a post goes against the terms and services of a platform, it would be removed, but not this one. It could add over millions of views and yet is still up. And because of that, a bunch of people were probably tagging, talking about it to Kai Cenat to the point where he made a response when he went live on stream.
All the fake shit I see on Twitter from these random ass pages, do not believe it, please. I repeat, all this fake shit y'all seeing on Twitter, what these I don't pay no mind, I don't really care. But
okay, the carpet's kind of cute, but I would never lay on it.
Why is people
like there are too many clips with like too many people, and I could never lay on that carpet. But I want to lay on that carpet. But there's too many clips with too many people, and there's a chance one of the people has at least spilt like a beer on it. So or a sugary drink of some other sort. So I could never lay on that carpet, even though I kind of want to lay on that carpet right now.
Ask me if I got dropped by Nike. Chat, it is so obvious to point out fake from real. These niggas is saying anything. I'm over here just doing it, just doing my thing. You feel me? And I'm seeing bullshit online. Niggas, my mom calling me, yo, we ain't getting no more ducks. Ma, relax. Ma, you still Nike'd up, ma. We just doing it, okay? Everything I be seeing is cat, bro. It's all cat, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Getting to the point where the actual streamer being accused has to address it means this is a huge issue that a lot of people are just ignoring. And I can understand why for a number of reasons. One of them being, if it's information you're looking for, then finding it on Twitter probably isn't the best place. Twitter isn't the greatest news source in the world, but we had to be honest with ourselves. Who is actually going out of their way, looking up other articles, trying to figure certain things out? It's just not happening. And that's what a lot of these accounts are hoping for. Because if you're just looking at a post and then you get your news from there, then you're probably honest.
Well, it's weird because it predates upon people who explicitly don't have time to engage in the multitude of things in that depth because they're exposed to a lot more stuff than me, who will go look at original sources, right? Because like they see more shit in volume than I see ever, right? Like I look at shit slow and task turn, they get flooded. So social media is a weird fucking venue to do shit. Y'all are fucking. If y'all use social media, y'all are fucking weird. With love and respect, you fucking weirdos. Please be okay and be safe.
Or do tweets that are going to gain more traction than be a reliable news source, because you're not going to get a bunch of tweets and a bunch of replies by doing that, but you are going to get a bunch of tweets and a bunch of replies by doing what these accounts over here do. And it's going to just get worse and worse as X obviously incentivizes this with their check mark program. So you don't even know if the information you're getting these people from is actually verified people, or just people who paid a premium fee, which is basically what you can do for any check mark on the platform. And that makes it 20 times worse to find a true reliable source. It's like X doesn't really want their platform to survive. I know, maybe it's under new management, and that's why, because he's running it straight into the ground. And it's really sad because Twitter is a pretty good place to go, or at least it used to be, until all the bad things that it's turned into now. At least that's how I feel. But if you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do that would be the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy the video, maybe consider giving it a like. Maybe enjoy content like this, maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week, and you'll never miss out on a single video if you click that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. That's enough for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I would never notice those.
I only put things you don't want to notice in here usually. Sometimes there's stuff that's not like completely cursed, but not like usually it's more cursed than you know what to do with. Like I just mostly put cursed there. Like you genuinely don't want to be in my bell notifications. Like a streamer? Oh no, you don't want to be there. You want everyone else to notice, but you damn sure don't want me there. Okay, yo, I got a BRB. It's that time. My nose has been itching, and I have to eject this thing. I have to. I just can't take it. It itches. I hate it. It's so fucking rough. It's just terrible. It's egregious. It's garbo.
All of a sudden, I got like, there was a hand like on my taint. And
what? What's a taint?
I'm 15 years old. And listen, I was good looking when I was younger, so that was a whole.
I'll be right back.
That's what they all say.
So what is it?
Man, that kind of sucks.
Where's your dad at, yo?
Bro, Pops is back home, man. There's no shot. Bro, I almost didn't wake up for this fucking podcast. We're doing this on Turkey Day. I've been sleeping half the fucking day. I'm sure he's knocked out right now.
I was about to say, get your dad on here.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I just Googled it.
Apparently, XQC didn't know what taint was, so we Googled it.
I Googled it. That was pretty weird.
Yeah, the cheeks, bro.
The middle part. Punk jab.
I'll mute donuts when the speech goes live. We gotta see how it all ends. What is it? Hold on. People said she talked shit.
What Destiny did last night was fucked up. That's my take. He's a piece of shit for that. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about it, because what? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, That's pretty much all I'm gonna say about it, because I refuse to violate the normalcy that they both deserve, to treat them like reality TV stars, because I'm a streamer, and I feel like if anybody should know that, it should be streamers.
This is like a two-head take.
I will move my camera.
All right.
So for anybody who's not aware, essentially, I'm about to throw up. No, me. Yeah, so essentially where do I even start? So there was a lot of stuff that happened within OTV a few months ago. A sort of falling out, Fed left, and yeah. And yesterday there was a document that was leaked where Fed wrote up a bunch of stuff and vented and blah blah blah. So essentially, I'm just going to go through it, respond to it, because obviously it's very much like his side of things, and I would like to get my side of things.
What did I wander into?
I think that's about it. Everything else will be kind of self-explanatory.
Oh my god, is she really gonna try to go through this point by point? Oh no. Oh shit.
I named my response Yep Clock. I just accidentally showed that. Anyways.
Pokey is making her statement
Fed
on stream now.
Tweet.
Why would she do this?
We spoke. And I don't know if you guys want me to read that now or later or whatever, but I'm pretty sure essentially it's... Well, I guess we could read it now. Hold on.
Refresh, you're so behind. Wait, what?
Yeah, so he said,
Friend both got Bloodhound's Fang, but
Okay, hi.
look, I'm gonna tell you a secret. My first Elden Ring build wasn't very poggers, so to speak. I remember it like it was yesterday. Me and my friend both got Bloodhound's Fang, but he, however, didn't like it. So he gave his Bloodhound's Fang to me. And since power stancing was a thing, me, being the Dark Souls 2 connoisseur that I am, did all my playthrough running around with 2 Bloodhound's Fangs, very low poison defenses, and many other shitty choices for the build. Like, you would not believe how dog the build was for the time. I did level bigger though, up to 40, but yeah, shut up. The point is, we all make mistakes, right? And it's fun to look back and see what weird shenanigans we were up to when the game was fairly new. Being that one of the reasons we made this short about Elon Musk's Elden Ring build. The other reason was that he's a complete goofball, but whatever, you get the point. He had a pretty bad build, and we quickly...
My figure is 99. Like, yo. I stand on the shoulders of giants because I was raised right. Right? On the shoulders of giants because I was raised right.
try to explain...
Yo. 99 vigor. 90 fucking 9. 2,100 HP. You're at 1,900 at 60-ish, I think. Yep. 2,100. Let's fucking go. Percentages mean a lot more now.
In 60 seconds why that was the case, just to get some laughs out of it. Many of you like the short, but judging by the comments some, Elon lovers left, you would think we ruined their freaking lives with it. So that's cool. Are people this mad at Elon? I like how everyone pretends their first build was perfect. So lame to hate to this degree just because you don't like someone's... politics?
You know, I suck all the time. What?
Who the fuck mentioned politics here, my man? What the fuck are you talking about?
Valid.
It's free advertisement for him. You really think he wastes his time with video games? Laugh cry emoji. You kids are broken. I mean, given his recent Diablo 4 and Path of Exile 2 controversy, where he was caught cheating and admitted to it on both games to look like a big boy gamer, I would say that he wastes more than time on video games.
And if you needed any more proof that Elon is 100% boosted, he was playing the game today inside of maps, blasting while simultaneously on a X space talking to like some far right wing part of some German government. I don't know, some political bullshit. Like, I guess he's just that much of a god gamer.
He clearly spends money for someone to boost his accounts and emotional investment to make people believe he has enough hand-to-eye coordination to not play like a toddler.
Lifetime of playing video games. At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
Paragon board and the build, you're also an innovator there.
Yeah, I've played a lot of video games.
You think about like StarCraft, any game where a lot of people are playing, to rise to the top, you have to be exceptional, period, as a human being.
Yeah.
There has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah.
There are tons of videos out there that explore this drama and show tons of evidence.
As a lot of us gamers get called fucking lame-ass, wuss-ass bitches that can't do shit, told we never go outside, never get none, and have to fucking touch grass, it's weird hearing someone hype gamers up. It's wild. Leave it to Joe to not be a shithead to gamers. Let's hear it from Mr. Rogan for not being a shithead to gamers. You fucking get it, lad.
Proving that Elon did fake his status as a god gamer in those games. You can find plenty of.
Does Joe Rogan play video games, or is he the only not gamer who's not prejudiced against gamers? Gamers. The most prejudiced against subgroup ever. Ever. He was Quake? Bro, I don't care if Mr. Rogan played fucking Quake back when the fucking two rocks got slammed together to make a wheel and fire in the same fucking go. Like, does this man play modern games that have existed since the fucking invention of fire? Has he played a game on an NVMe? Ever? Has he played a game since solid state was a thing? Has he played games since spinning hard drives died? For gaming. They're still good for other stuff. But I don't know if you say that he plays games since dial-up got fucked, you know what? That's nifty. But I thought that I just didn't know, and now you're telling me Quake, but now it sounds like he played games in the Stone Age, back when gamers had to slam rocks together on Minecraft to hit trees, and that was in Java before it was in whatever it's fucking in now. So I don't fucking know. That's wild. Hey, it's another old man. Hey, Osman.
Of these videos on YouTube and have a jolly laugh at his crash out when he finally got caught. Surely not insecure man-child behavior. But regardless, that's beside the point. We are not here to talk about Elon. He's an awkward goofball who wants to make people believe he's not an awkward goofball. Case closed on that matter. No.
Chad Gamer.
We are here to talk about his build, his glazers, and their comments. What? And for the record, I despise the term glazing because it's used by non-intelligent people to
meat riding someone extremely hard, but it's usually praising use instead of hate.
Simply dismiss any sort of argument or criticism, but there is no better way to call them, so that's what we're gonna go with.
Sometimes I glaze shit too. It's okay.
One thing that I noticed about these people...
I glaze the Pink Company silently. Through my participation.
People is that they got really mad at the fact that we are discussing Elon's build's flaws. At all. To them, it's as if we took the Holy Grail and just poured blue prime inside.
I'm wearing a dress and I don't want my legs to touch the chair. So instead, my legs must touch the blanket. And since my legs are touching the blanket, the rest of me is touching the blanket. You dig? Okay, cool. This is very top peak. Super serious, super serial, entirely important, not mundane, not bullshit, not worthless, not a waste of your time shit. This is the real shit. This is what you came here for. No, it's not. But it's the realest shit. If my legs touch the chair instead of the blankie, there will not be a world left for people like Elon who cheat at games to deceive others to seek hanky-panky. I will glass the whole damn planet tomorrow. I have no power to do that. And no aspiration to. But I swear to fuck I'll do it anyway.
Tied it and drank it while singing The Devil Went Down to Georgia. It was a fucking sin. God forbid a guy picks up all the cool shit and put it on at once. You know, cool is pretty subjective. Personally, I don't think that looking like a Burger King Kevin is the coolest thing in the world, nor do I think Elon did either. He clearly just equipped what he thought was best for his build and rolled with it. It just turns out that the combination he chose makes for a pretty dog build. Nothing wrong with that, and nothing wrong with pointing out its flaws either. Oh no, the richest man in the world plays games for fun instead of spending his life obsessing over the details of a game. Wow, señor sarcasmo.
Wow, this person posts on main without at least assessing what the fuck they're talking about and just starts saying words.
Listen, you can be rich, not obsess over any intricate details, and still make a build that doesn't make you look like it's the first time you looked at pixels on a screen. They are not mutually exclusive things. And for the record, there be nothing—
Sorry, the glazing of DSP broke me.
wrong with playing like it's the first time he got his hands on video games, if Elon wasn't constantly trying to convince us that he's a god gamer.
At one point I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
I suppose being rich runs in the background for him. Being a god gamer in the eyes of the masses goes first. People's whole lives dedicated to hating on a billionaire with more important shit to do than video games.
Excuse me, what the fuck do you do? You're talking to people on, assumably, Twitter or fucking YouTube. You don't know shit about those motherfuckers. They probably goon all day and don't even think about it past 2 seconds. Like, it probably takes up less of their time than it did yours to type that. Like, they probably just hated on Elon, gooned, and fucking blew their fucking buttholes on the toilet in as much time as it took me to say that, so... I think you and I are losers, and they're probably winning.
What a world. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but making a short or a passing comment on Elon's Elden Ring build seems pretty far from dedicating your life to hating. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch, if you ask me. And I don't really like to repeat myself, but from the looks of it, it would seem that video games are very important to him, or at least the way the masses perceive him as a gamer.
Are you in the top 20 in the world, or top 20? Wow, in Diablo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just a hunch. So, yeah, you better not talk about Elon's build, or atheist Reddit will hear about it. I don't know if it's because they think Elon is above criticism, or if discussing the shortcomings of someone else's effort in a video game in a lighthearted way triggers their inner insecurities, but whatever the reason is, the bottom line is, it annoys them. So, we are going to discuss Elon's build more in depth, because there was only so much I could scrutinize in a 60-second short. Elon's starting class is a prisoner. We found that out by matching his stats and level with the initial stats of the prisoner's starting class. He never leveled Faith nor Arcane, so it was pretty easy to tell. In the screenshots shared on X, he seems to be in mountain top of the giants, so fairly into the late game, we could say. He's level 111, and without his stat boosting gear, he has 26 vigor, 38 mind, 18 endurance, 11 strength, 20 dexterity, and 62 intelligence. His total vigor, with no boosting equipment, is exactly 833. And if you are a regular of the channel, you should know that having low vigor is absolute dog shit. But
mine is 99 and I'm level 120. 99 vigor. I have exactly what I need in for everything else. I got 99 vigor, my 10 fucking endurance, because I can. Look at how much smiles I wear.
it doesn't end there. Elon is wearing the Twin Sage Glintstone crown, also known as the Burger King mask. He's wearing it because Elon has a very big brain, and he realized that the Burger King mask gives you 6 additional intelligence points. However, it also reduces your maximum vigor and stamina by 9%. That's not good, because that leaves him with 758 HP. No bueno.
Sorry, I'm
y por
laughing
cierto,
inside.
no se dice no bueno cuando se
And I
habla en
want my
español.
water.
Se dice que poronga. But no matter, Elon is a smart boy, so he made sure to compensate for this with the Crimson Amber Medallion +1, which increases his HP by 7%. Not quite there yet, and we still have the stamina penalty. But that's fine, because Elon has
Heavy armor,
Radagon's
let's go.
Sorciel, which gives him 5 additional stat points in Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity. In fact, he's so big-brained that now that
With that kind of health, which is so fucking low, The source seal kind of balances out.
That he's using Radagon's source seal, he's able
When
to
you have very little health, it's really handy. When you have a shitload of health, it is really not.
wield Moonveil and the Brass Shield effectively. Quite a big gamer, poggers.
Big gamer poggers.
But oh wait, what's this?
Big
15% damage
gamer
penalty when
poggers.
using the source seal?
Big gamer
Oh,
poggers.
I don't think that's good, considering he has only 1009 HP and mountaintop enemies hit quite hard. But silly waifu, I hear you say, 15% more damage doesn't matter. He clearly doesn't plan on getting hit, so bigger is pointless. I don't think that's what he intended, considering he's using heavy armor and the Crimson Amber Medallion +1, which has the sole purpose of increasing your vigor. Although considering his choices, I would say that Radagon's source seal is more than needed. Elon is barely under his equip low limit. This is the reason why he's moving as if he had a sack of potatoes up his ass, and it's also the reason why he fat rolls. However, if he were to remove the source seal, he would be overloaded. He would not be able to roll or even run. It's not only that he requires the source seal at level 111 to wield Moonveil and the Brass Shield, his entire build.
What is the chance that this man just wants to flex on everyone by only needing the fucking heavy roll?
If you ask me. And remember the shield that
That
some
would be
players
dope.
claimed was
And
only in
funny.
his inventory for display, but he doesn't really have it on soft swap? Well, if he were to remove that shield from his
Just take the
equipment
world's
slot, he
biggest
would still
fucking-
be overloaded. There's nothing wrong with that.
Take the biggest penalty to your roll
objectively say that
and
it's
just
a good
still
way
try to
plan
do
your
it, just to
build.
flex
Speaking
on
of
people.
stats, his stat distribution is
taste is
pretty
Perry and
subpar
Elden.
in terms of efficiency. I mean, I guess it's understandable because we all did the same thing at some point, and not many people knew about soft caps and whatnot. Wait, are soft caps real though? Because according to this this Elon fan, they are not. I'm not even gonna bother to read this literally abomination, by the way. You're
Like-
right. There are no soft caps.
They're real because they exist as an indication of diminishing return. They're not real. But you just keep putting stuff in there.
Say not to invest in HP and Arcane. Screw the people who say there's a soft cap and go 99 in any attribute you want. There's totally real. Many people knew about
Run that
soft
back,
caps
buddy.
and whatnot. Wait, are soft caps real though? Because according to this this Elon fan, they are not. I'm not even gonna bother to read this literally abomination, by the way. You're right. There are no soft caps. The wiki is written by egotistical know-it-alls who want people to stay nerfed. They're the same bosses who also said not to invest in HP and Arcane. Screw the people who say there's a soft cap and go 99 in any attribute you want.
Excuse me, what?
You know, I was expecting to read dumb takes in the comment section of this short, but holy shit! It's as easy as observing the diminishing returns Bigger has after 60 points.
Which you can verify by just putting it into your shit and looking at it.
It's a
Like, you can just test this yourself. Like, me pushing from 60 to 100 is like, what? 200 at most? It's not a lot, but I'm a fan of 60. But I also like that I can have 99 and still, like, you know, be a goofball.
as easy as observing
wild.
the diminishing returns
I don't need
Bigger
shit.
has after 60 points. I don't think I have to say anything else. This could very well be one of those epic troll comments, but sometimes it's super difficult to differentiate absolute idiocy from a troll comment, so whatever. Act like an idiot, get treated like one. Briefly stepping into the other side of the spectrum, some gamers in the comments claim that he didn't really put much thought into the build. He simply tried to make himself in the game by leveling intelligence and mind. But I think what sells the point that this is supposed to be him is the fact that he has 3 spirit summons at the ready. Nothing screams Elon Musk better than being individually incompetent in the field and relying on more qualified people to do the heavy lifting for you. Sorry, I just had to make that joke. I hope I didn't make any of his supporters mad. And now that we mentioned his supporters, you would think all of them will try to excuse his build and explain why it's not bad, but the only thing they can talk about is money.
Goddamn.
The The richest man that works in government doesn't have time to get good at video games. Wild. I can't really say I'm familiar with his schedule, but he certainly seems to have the time to hire people to play for him and tweet a lot. Not really the point of the short, nor what we should be discussing, but you seem to go there for some reason, so I just followed. You may laugh at his build, but he laughs at your bank account. Ha! Checkmate, poor person. You think so? Because that would imply that he laughs at non-wealthy people in general, which is kind of a childish trait, if you ask me. He would be even laughing at you, unless you're also a billionaire, which I seriously doubt. But hey, if you wanna believe you're mocked by the person you're trying to defend, go off, I suppose. Dude, conquer things in the real
Big
world
nuts.
that dorks play in.
That's how you have big nuts. Good job. That is a good example of having big nuts. May you all possess big nuts.
This game will never come close to themselves. Great job. At least you can dominate Musk in a video game. Indeed we can. Alright. I know what you're thinking. This can't be it, right? Not every Elon defender in the comments section must be a total imbecile. And to be fair, no. Not all of them. Some people actually have media literacy and focus on the topic at hand instead of jerking off to Elon's pockets. The most common excuse
No,
I've
they jerk off to his bank account because that's what they like gooning to is big booty bank accounts.
seen are people calling Elon's build a glass cannon build. For those of you who don't know, a glass cannon will be a character that deals insane amounts of damage while sacrificing survivability. So let me check the first comment I saved touching upon that.
You can always just say that as a female, you are an ignorant tourist that doesn't know what a glass cannon blaster caster is.
I see you want to unleash
No, but then you have to like spec for that though.
the beast. First of all, glass cannon builds in Elden Ring are possible, but unnecessary. You can level Vigor up to 60, which is the recommended amount, and then create a build that can one-shot people without sacrificing survivability at all.
Mine's 99 because I'm
if
not no
Elon
bitch.
really wanted to make a glass cannon build, then he did an awful job at it. With you being equally awful at the game for not noticing it. A real int-oriented glass cannon at his level and location would look like this.
Did the fucking spell bar change?
Cannon build,
Hold
then
on.
he did an awful job at it.
I
With
don't
you
think
being
so.
equally awful at the game for not noticing it.
Because it's
A
weird because they
real
have...
int-
Couldn't they already have Common Azure by now? What are they trying to do? Get it up there for it? Is it like, what, 70? I don't fucking know, man. This is when I joke and say, I don't fucking know, man. I only play good games, like Elden.
int-oriented glass cannon at his level and location would look like this. First, get rid of the unnecessary heavy armor and shields, replacing it with clothes that allow you to light roll. Second, since he's relying on not getting hit, the ritual sword talisman obtained in Altus Plateau would be his main damage boosting talisman, as he would always be at maximum HP. Then the magic scorpion charm, then the Graven Skull talisman, and then the
Did he only pick up talismans that he runs past? He had Marika's source seal, so he's been to the tree.
maximum HP, then the magic scorpion charm, then the Graven Skull talisman, and then the god-free icon for charged spells. The magic shrouding character increases his magic damage even further, and the windy crystal tier increases his light roll iframes. His vigor should remain untouched while increasing his intelligence up to 77, with Renala's banana hat giving him 3 extra points to reach the 80 points soft cap. He should have the minimum stat requirements for Moonveil in strength and dexterity, while the rest should go to mind and endurance. I would not recommend using this build at all, but it's certainly more glass cannoning than whatever the fuck this is. Sorry for the rambling though, didn't mean to cast blast your ass with so much information. Trollodita. Alright, but seriously, not everyone is an idiot. This guy here, for example, tries to talk about the subject in a civil manner, so let's take a look. He is heavy rolling, but if he's a mage, he keeps his distance and shoots from afar. He even states that he lowers the load when he needs fast rolls for Probably bosses. I don't see any reason to be on heavy load at any point. If he supposedly keeps out of range, then what need does he have for armor and a bigger talisman? You could argue that being on light load allows him to keep his distance more easily, so we still have a very poor build choice here.
Further.
Spells scale with intelligence, so getting as much intelligence is pretty understandable. I wouldn't expect a player to know about soft caps without watching guides or wikis. The hat also gives intelligence, giving more damage. That's true, more intelligence gives him more damage, but he's sacrificing insane amounts of survivability when he clearly doesn't have the intention nor skill to compensate for it. And the extra intelligence the hat provides stands for marginal amounts of extra damage. Like in this case, the difference is only 32 damage points. So you are sacrificing 9% of your HP and stamina for a measly 32 points of damage. And this is not some weird, obscure fact. You can literally test it in less than a minute. I wouldn't call Radagon's Seal a bad option either.
It's hard to
giving
test
you more
bleed,
health,
but I found the
damage
place
with
I went
strength or
to.
dexterity weapons. His Moonveil, for example, gets an increase, and with that, he has heavy armor to reduce incoming damage. So it's as if he was taking a normal amount. The only thing Radagon's Sword Seal is doing in Elon's build is preventing him from being overloaded and allowing him to be able to use Moonveil and Brass Shield, things that are perfectly achievable with a tiny bit of stat management. The damage increase on his Moonveil is absolutely marginal. If he didn't need the Sword Seal to use the weapon and he had the base stats covered by himself, he would only gain 12 AR on his Moonveil. That's only 8 more damage per swing. Hell, he doesn't even need the Sword Seal to gain full access to Moonveil, he just needs to two-hand the weapon. And he may have heavy armor to reduce incoming damage from the Sword Seal, but he's still fat rolling. If instead he used the Scaled Armor and Graveyard Arsenal, both obtainable by the time you get to Mountain Top, he would take the same damage and have mid-roll. Again, he just made bad choices. Equipping
I have thrown really weird things into the Giant's arsenal, and I am glad about this. It has the level 1 build. Someone's gonna get stacked up against a level 1.
Two shields might be overkill, but these two have different resistances. One has 40-50% against all damage sources, the other has 71% resistance to magic and 20-30% to other sources. If he's already at max equip load and heavy rolling, it won't matter if he throws one of them away. The only reason it doesn't matter is due to the snowball effect of all of his other fuck-ups. And if he just stands away from danger like you said in your first point, what does he need the shield for anyway? He has 3 summons in consumables because he might have wanted to use the one he needed according to the situation he's in. You know, having a choice is good. You either summon a group for one slow heavy hitter or Nightbro Oleg when there are a lot of small ones. I mean, if you already have Oleg, I don't think you're going to need any other regular summons for anything else. The only others I think would make a difference are Tish and Mimic Tear, but then again, he doesn't have those. This comment was pretty refreshing. It was great to not read mindless gawking like a lot of the other comments were. I think most of the interactions we received on that short can be summed up as simple fanaticism. I honest to God can't understand how people could even manage to mix politics into a fucking short talking out an Elden Ring build. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? O sea, tenés el lóbulo frontal tan poco desarrollado que se te hace imposible separar dos tópicos que no tienen absolutamente nada que ver el uno con el otro. A soft reminder after you have criticized his Elden Ring build, his real life and
a soft reminder for a FromSoft game?
Yours are light years apart. He can fix his build, but you cannot be the richest man who has a rocket ship, flamethrower, and electric car company. Sincerely, from a Dex user.
Okay.
I don't think him being able to fix his Elden Ring build is even true though, considering his recent gaming controversies, and I cannot see how talking about his in real life stuff helps him in any way regarding his build. Perdón, escribí el resto del libreto en inglés, pero la verdad que me hinché la argolla de hablar en inglés y simplemente voy a decir el resto en español y le voy a poner subtítulos. Dejen de defender a la gente que les cae bien ciegamente. O sea, la build de Elon es mala. Ya está, no tiene nada de malo. No cuesta nada aceptar que es mala y decir, sí, la verdad que es un poquito mala. Le salió bastante como el orto la build. Ya está, no cuesta nada aceptar que la build le salió mal y listo. ¿Por qué defenderlo a capa y espada como si el tipo fuera incapaz de cometer errores? Y no solamente saltan a defenderlo como si el tipo fuera incapaz de cometer errores, sino que también hacen afirmaciones sobre su carácter que no saben si son verdad. Como esos que dicen que no le importan los jueguitos. Bueno, sí, le importa los jueguitos. Claramente le importa mucho los jueguitos. O sea, están haciendo afirmaciones boludeces sin fundamento sobre una persona que te vio la cara de pelotudo y te quiso hacer creer que es bueno jugando juegos para sentirse mejor. Si quieren un consejo, no pongan las manos en el fuego por una persona sin fundamento sobre una persona que te vio la cara de pelotudo y te quiso hacer creer que es bueno jugando juegos para sentirse mejor. Si quieren un consejo, no pongan las manos en el fuego por una persona que no conocen y que muy probablemente esa persona no pondría las manos en el fuego por ustedes tampoco. Y menos por algo tan estúpido e inconsecuente como una build de Elden Ring. Tengan un poco de dignidad, por favor. Recordarle al resto de la gente que ve el short que el tipo es millonario tampoco va a hacer nada para que su build deje de ser una poronga. O sea que simplemente están hablando por hablar, están quedando como unos idiotas y no cambian nada. Y nada, los quiero mucho. Chao.
Do you think you get a lot of comments when you rag on Elon? Okay, we didn't deal with very much bullshit.
Hey y'all, now this
Then
video
again, I kind of only named it Defaming Elon Musk because I was bored. And it was a funny name. And I could just point by point shit.
is going to contain a gameplay of that.
No, I want to contain gameplay. I kind of just want to wait for invasions. I'm gonna start
Bothers
that
you.
much. I'll warp you over
Sorry, don't
if
know
we
what to
get
tell
something.
you, but I really feel like I am obligated almost to make this video because YouTube is making serious changes that's going to affect not only the platform, but every single content creator on this platform. I've been doing commentary for a little bit now. It hasn't been that long. It's been like to the 2 to 3 year mark, and I've really enjoyed my journey so far. And I've enjoyed the control I have over my platform, such as what ads I can include on the content, the ads I can block from being viewed on my content, and also the placement of ads on my content so y'all aren't overwhelmed by an ad every minute. Being in control of ads is super important as a creator because one, that is how you get paid, and two, sometimes there's topics that are so serious or you don't need to put ads over them. Like I covered A-School a while ago and it was such a heart-wrenching video that I did not feel it was acceptable or even okay in the slightest for me to put ads and monetize the content that we talked about. Also, if you are a YouTube creator, you understand that there's automated ad slots that you can add to your content where YouTube will kind of just take the reins for you if you don't feel like opening your YouTube Studio app, and they'll place the ads for you even though it's not that great of a system. A lot of the times, all creators, not just myself, would have to go back into that automated ad system and change around the ads or even delete ads because they will place 70% of ads that you do not need in that video. Like I said, every minute and 30 seconds there's an ad. That's not necessary. But YouTube is now doing this thing where creators are going to have no control whatsoever of any ad that we have placed throughout our video. We're not going to be able to change it, we're not going to be able to add more, and we're definitely not going to be able to delete them, which causes a huge problem for the content creators and the platform itself. Now, YouTube implemented this system to try to make it more viewer-friendly, so y'all aren't watching a video mid-sentence or mid-action, there's an ad, and you're like, oh, it was just getting good. And YouTube taking away ads, I can understand as a viewer because I, as a content creator, understand the necessity of ads for the content creators put out there, but also as a viewer, it is kind of annoying whenever ads pop up and you were really getting into something. I'll be doing the dishes and I have to literally wipe my hands clean with the soap just to skip an ad on a video. But that is probably no longer going to be an issue, and it's kind of a good thing for the viewers, but it's a terrible thing for the content creators. There's a video I want to react to today because this guy, his name's Ryan, he's a content creator, he's a very large content creator, and he literally hits the nail on the head with a hammer every time whenever he discusses these new policies and updates and changes to the platform. That's not only, in my opinion, putting YouTube in danger itself, but the content creators as well. And it's going to get to the point where all your favorite large content creators are no longer going to be creating content due to the fact that they're going to have to go out, get a job, and start putting their actual fries in the bag. As a viewer, and I've even made content in the past where I have said this, I've seen a lot of people who make content, they do content creation, but there's not really that much behind it, and there's especially live streamers who literally get online, such as that Bad Side Phil guy that we had talked about a while ago, who quite essentially will withhold content and grift off of his viewers, and once he gets a certain donation point, then he'll do something for his fans, for his viewers. And I said, essentially, if that's what you're going to do every day is get online and just grift, maybe you should get an actual job so that you don't have to do that and rely on grifting online, and then you can just put out the content that you truly enjoy. But there are so many content creators out there. Ouch. Hello, Shredder. He's biting me. My cat is biting me. Are you okay?
You okay?
Are you okay? Why are you holding on to me? Do you need something? Let me go check. As I was saying before that adorable interruption, a lot of content creators out there do grift, but there are so many content creators who have worked years to build platforms for themselves, who are genuinely creative and sink hours into their content. And all these creators who have spent years, if not an entire decade, building a name for themselves on this platform and being able to live financially free due to all the hard work and effort that they did put into creating content is now potentially going to be gone for them, and they're going to have to go out there seek new jobs. And this isn't just affecting content creators, I want to be very clear. This is affecting so many other branches of people. This is affecting editors. This is affecting researchers who are hired on by content creators to make sure that the content that they upload is 100% good content. As you can tell, we are literally 5 minutes into the video, and I have done nothing but ranting, so y'all already know I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on this. And we're going to be taking a look now at Ryan's video because he literally words everything and breaks everything down better than I can. So let's go ahead and take a look at it.
YouTube has decided to implement some brand new changes into its ad system. And I think I want to speak about it a little bit for you guys. Okay, we're gonna cut that because this is actually gonna be a serious video. I actually recorded this once through already, but what I want to try and do is re-record this because I feel like my articulation, my speaking about this current issue got a little bit sidetracked too often, and I want to bring this back to an easy, understandable baseline rather than rambling too much, or I'll save that for the end because I want to speak about some of these new YouTube changes that they're implementing and why it's potentially about to damage my channel severely and a lot of up-and-coming creators to the point where they might have to actually quit YouTube and just consider other alternate career paths. And when I'm saying this, I'm being extremely genuine right now because I have firsthand seen the results of this happening to some of my friends as it's going down, and we're speaking about ad revenue, okay? And more specifically, updates to the way that YouTube is about to process mid-roll ads for creators on YouTube, and at the moment, why their new system is about to be incredibly damaging to people like myself. I think gaming is about to be the most affected sector of this problem, and I'm really hoping by the time this fully rolls out over in May that most of the teething problems will be kind of, you know, cleaned up. Otherwise, we're talking about some serious issues, and I might honestly potentially have to consider just stopping doing videos unless I change my style entirely. So mid-roll ads, I'm sure most of you guys know exactly what they are. When you're watching a YouTube creator's video, there are going to be these ads that pop up every potentially couple of minutes, and you know, they can be a little bit intrusive, kind of frustrating, but YouTube is trying to update their system to find a better balance where these mid-roll ads appear, and also so it's better for the viewing experience. Obviously, less ads are going to be great for the viewer, but what we have to remember ultimately is that advertisements are the reason that YouTubers can even do this as a job and actually get to a point where they can almost scale what they do, employ people and pay others to help with the job, which is what I actually do. My brother typically goes through videos and does like a first rough cut, refined edit, add sound effects, music, and then I go through it. I will change a lot of the things, you know, that if I don't see them being exactly fit for the style, and I'll kind of do like the finalized edit. And it is literally, this is the only way I'm able to get my edited videos out the way they are. And I'm in the process of training up another editor. And the reason I can do this is because the current mid-roll ad situation obviously pays me enough so that I can then pay other people to help me, and I can almost help other people earn some kind of like monetary thing from this. Like, it's kind of sick how it works, but that may change.
Now, I actually had a conversation with a friend about this who, by the way, does not know I do YouTube. I keep that completely confidential from everybody in my family, and sometimes when I get throughout the month, they're
too.
like,
I don't tell shit to shit of anybody. I'm like,
Jesus, I don't know. But I had a conversation with one of my friends who they do watch YouTube, but they're not really knowledgeable of the ad systems, the payments, and what really keeps content creators afloat. And I had brought up the fact that, hey, it kind of sucks that a lot of our favorite creators that we've been watching for literally years that shaped our childhoods are potentially gonna quit YouTube and quit uploading content that we used as quite literally an escapism from our real life, our realities of daily life. We go to work, we bust our butt, we come home, we unwind and we unplug watching these creators' content. And he had such a terrible response to this. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of really frustrated me, but I powered through it anyway. And I was kind, I was civil, I was respectful. And he was basically like, well, it's about time content creators go out in the real world and get a real job. And I was like, but this is a real job to a lot of people, and not just to them, but they employ people as well, and it becomes their reality. And the sad situation of it is, now this reality is quite literally put on a lifeline from YouTube. And as a content creator who always wanted to do YouTube full time, I always understood you can never put all of your trust into one company, into one brand, into one source of ad revenue. That's like working for a job. Aside from doing YouTube or content creation, there is no guaranteed job safety unless you're working for some type of major corporation that has multiple locations that, say your store shuts down, you can transfer over to a different branch or a different company or even just a different store location. But even while I say that, there is a lot of large YouTubers who don't rely solely on YouTube's ad revenue, but just because they don't rely solely on the ad revenue that comes from YouTube does not mean that it doesn't make up a large portion of their earnings or the money that they live monthly on.
What's happening? Starting May 12, 2025, we're improving the quality of mid-roll ads on YouTube. That means we'll show more mid-roll ads at natural breakpoints like pauses and transitions, and fewer ads where they may feel interruptive or cause viewers to abandon the video, like in the middle of a sentence or an action sequence. On the surface, that sounds great, that sounds fantastic, but there's a quick problem that immediately emerges, which is, what about for people who choose to remove any of those slower, quiet, dull moments from their videos, aka myself, who is an editor? I aim to remove the boring bits, or I bring them up so they're not boring and they're high octane like the rest of the video. What happens in situations like that? And yeah, we're starting to have our answers, and it's really not good. This is a picture here from Ibella. She tweeted out saying how, you know, this is going to be a slap in the face for gaming creators. I'm disappointed. I really hope they revert this because her videos are being affected. You can see a lot of this interruptive tag next to ad slot manual, and what these are, this signifies that this creator, Bella, has gone through her channel, or gone through her video, should I say, and she's found natural breakpoints that she deems appropriate to input a manual ad break. And a quick look at Ibella, she's an incredibly successful YouTube channel who obviously is doing something that works for an audience that wants to come back continually and watch her videos. Her videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. I took a quick look at one of Bella's videos, and they're very highly edited. There's a lot of effort that goes into them to make sure her video feels consistent, always fun for the audience that she has, and obviously it works. But now it might not work to the extent where she's going to have to make changes to her channel. The Real Civil Engineer says that the new ad update just cost 25% of their revenue, and it's also going to cost some of his team their jobs potentially. So yeah, this is definitely working. This is really, really good. This is not good. My friend Raz, who manual puts his ads in, you can see almost every single ad in one of his videos is classed as interruptive, with only one working at 20 minutes into a video, mind you. So as said before, this new ad system is looking like it's going to be implemented in, I think May is going to be the main rollout, though they have begun to, as I said before, allow some users to enable this and test the waters. If I got the option to enable this, you bet I'm going to stay away from that option for as long as I can.
Hi, I was a content creator who was bamboozled by this, okay? They gave me the option to add in these automated ad slots without telling me or being upfront the fact that once you turn on this option, you have no control over the ads past that point. Quite literally, they said, hey, do you want to turn on this automated ad slot system where we will place your ads for you in where we feel would be a good place to put them.
They jumped on their own accord. That's just funny as fuck.
And I was like, well, I already go through my content, and
that was them being silly with intent, I'm fairly sure.
Good enough to put in ad slots where it's not going to really necessarily interrupt viewer experience, but I accepted because why not, right? I trusted YouTube. Dumb of me too. And now I'm bumming because there are videos where I cannot place ads on them. There are videos where I won't even have an ad other than the beginning and the end of it, and it would be like a 20, 30, 40 minute long video, and I'm like, that really sucks because there's a lot of places I would have deemed suitable to put ads in, but whatever, it's okay. And there are other videos where every 2 minutes they're placing ads, and that's interruptive to my viewers' experience, and I don't want that. So, being interruptive to our viewers' experience, that's not only affecting the revenue that us content creators earn, no matter how large or small it is, because it does vary with their creators. And I'm a creator who I keep 20% of the revenue that I make, and I sink 80% of my revenue earned monthly back into, one, my day job. I buy supplies for that, and two, to certain charities and organizations locally and in the next towns over that help with animals and animal welfare. And this really affects
so very useful.
me being able to do so.
People run away
but with
sometimes,
YouTube placing these ads,
and you just should
especially
rock
the
them.
ones where you will have video after video after video where you cannot place ads because they just don't deem it, like, they just don't find it suitable for that to be an ad placement. So they won't place ads on that video, but then they have other content where they're like, this is a boring moment, let me throw an ad in there. Oh, here's another one, let me throw an ad in there. Then it affects the viewer experience because then y'all are seeing way too many ads and y'all click off of the video, which then affects the algorithm, which then affects the creator's ability to branch out and continue to get views on that video. And just to be clear, if you're not a content creator, you may not understand how algorithm works, but if you're getting more views on a video and they're watching for longer periods of time, it's going to push that video out to more people to see. But if people are starting to click away a few minutes in because there's too many ads, they're not going to promote that video, then you literally spent that time making a video for essentially nothing. I will just say, as a small content creator, this is never like my job. Sure, it helped me a little bit financially, but it was never my job, and I will still be creating content regardless unless they keep chopping up policies here on YouTube and it makes it impossible for me to continue with content on this platform. But I enjoy the engagement that we can have with each other, so even if there's just 5 of you, I enjoy being able to talk to y'all in the comment section, so I will continue to do this regardless. But I'm very saddened by the fact that a lot of larger content creators, even smaller ones that I truly enjoy, are being so heavily affected by this change and new policy implement that it's going to make them impossible. It's going to make it impossible for them to continue their journey on this platform. And they're going to have to find a new platform that isn't YouTube. Let's be so for real. We all grew up watching YouTube. This is something that helped shape us. This is a huge part of a lot of our childhoods, and that's just really sad to see how it's changing.
Now let me show you the current way that YouTube works. We're actually looking behind the scenes right now. If I click on this video here, my Hello Neighbor video, and I go to monetization, you can see that right now there's a chance to review placement. And if I go in here, there are ads. Okay, why are they doubling? Okay, this is a problem from YouTube's automated ad system. They are throwing more ads that I want, so I'm actually going to be removing most of these because that's too many ads for a video. So this is how YouTube automatically places their ads for videos. And there's obviously an option to use this ad break. So if we don't like where YouTube is placing these ads, we can put our own in right here, and that is the choice of up to the creator if they want to do that. But now we're going to show someone who's actually had a first-hand experience with this new system, which is Creekcraft. In his recent video, he actually showcased how this new ad system is going to work, and also the damaging effects to how this might affect a lot of creators. So let's see this.
YouTube will automatically put ads in your videos based on, I guess, their own system. Like YouTube just kind of decides when to put an ad in. So there's a button right here, and you click it, and it gives you an automatic ad slot. So YouTube looked at this video and they're like, okay, there is one good spot to put an ad in this video, and it's right in the middle. One ad in a 12-minute video. That's not that great. This video is not going to make a lot of money, barely any money with one ad in the middle of the video, right? Like, not great. But it gets worse, because if we go to the next video and we click automatic ad slots, look at that. There's no ads. And YouTube pops up and says we couldn't find any natural breakpoints in the video. Therefore, YouTube is not going to put any ads in this video. What about my next video? No ads. What about my next video? No ads. What about my next video? No ads. What about my next video? No ads.
So it seems that YouTube's new system implemented may have some weight in terms of, like, you know, trying to find dead air in videos. Let's say people who may upload unedited videos where there are naturally going to be those highs and those lows within gaming content, or any form of content, I should say. This doesn't just directly mean that, you know, my type or gaming content will be affected. This is going to affect everyone in some regard. But it feels like right now, the more creative you choose to be and the more effort you try and put into a video to ensure that the consistency of the tone of the video is always something going on to keep you watching, it's going to now punish us on a monetary level. Like, what kind of system is this that they
One
thought
that
about? Like,
breaks the
how can
addictive
they think that this is a
quality
good
of media.
idea? This is literally about to potentially destroy the livelihood of new and upcoming creators, and this is going to destroy the
It does
motivation for
honestly
people to want
affect
to
the
work
addictive
hard on
quality of
videos
a lot
because
of
we are getting
media.
punished.
It genuinely
I'm not a
does.
fan of Mr. Beast for
I don't
a number
know
of
how to
reasons,
feel
and
about
if I would
this.
start to get into it in this video, it would totally go
It
off
seems
topic
funny,
from what I'm actually
but I
wanting
don't
to
want to
talk
say
about.
that funny's
But
blasé.
because I'm not a fan of Mr. Beast does not mean I'm going to undermine the way that he does his content style, which is very high production value. He puts so much into his videos. He has a
I got turned around.
floor of editors who come into his content to make sure there's never a dull moment.
Hella turned around.
And his editors go above and beyond to make sure that the content is riveting. It makes sure that there isn't the dull moments like I just stated. How is this going to affect his ad placement? You know what I mean? How is it going to affect all these creators out there who literally make sure there is no dull moments in their videos to place ads? And it's giving me, and I started to think about this, I was like, what if they want it to be more so like a TV show, where you're like, and we'll be back after this break, and then you place a black screen and maybe they'll put an ad, but there's no guarantee. And I know this is like one policy for all the creators, but my personal experience with this so far is the fact that, and again, this is not taking full effect until I'm fairly certain this in May, but my experience so far with it is I have no control now over any ad placements, and whenever I do want to change them, the saves, it doesn't save in the system, so I can change around the ads. Like, there is this one video, just for instance, where it placed an ad once every maybe 3 minutes, and I didn't like that. I just felt like that was a little bit...
I'm so torn about here.
That was way too many ads, like 70% more ads than y'all needed to see. So I deleted about 6 or 7 of the ads, and then I changed around the placement of the other ones, and I would place them on top of each other to do double ad slots, so y'all would have to see
They probably had the elevator in the middle and I just missed
but also
it.
I would still earn revenue from that video, if that makes sense, with the ad placement. And they pretty much said no, because they would not allow me to save those changes, and literally sent me a little message over the screen saying, oh, we're doing this automated ad slot system to where we're in control of the ads now, and I was like, that's not fun. Now, I take my time creating videos out of my day, but I don't go above and beyond to make them spectacular, because
let me check the thing.
this might
But I
not
can
be
CC them.
the best thing everybody wants to hear, but I'm just not getting paid enough right now to make this a priority. If I do get to the point where this can be like a part-time income or a second job for me, 100% I will go above and beyond to make sure that I'm putting out good production content, that I'm adding in the sound effects, that I'm adding in funny memes or funny little clips that match up with what we're thinking or reacting to. But as of right now, again, I work 2 jobs aside from this, and I don't have the time to sit down and fully go all out with my YouTube videos. I have fun just sitting here talking shit with y'all, I really do. And that's like the whole plot of my channel at this point. I just get on here and talk shit, read y'all's thoughts and opinions. There's no high production anything in my content. It's just more so fun and a good Passover time thing for us to do. But if I would if I would get to the point where I'm getting enough money from this to where I could incorporate it as a job, I would definitely make sure that I'm doing better with what I'm putting out there for you guys. But with this new ad system, it really makes me have a doubt that that will ever really happen. So this ad system is really affecting all the new creators who are trying to branch out on this platform and come up with literally anything and just have a good time over here, and it's really affecting all the well-established YouTubers who literally have teams that they pay out from their own earnings every month just to make sure that y'all's content that you guys enjoy to watch stays in high production value. And with this new ad system, we're looking at the future of YouTube being completely different from that.
Don't quote me on this one, but I believe someone mentioned that the current system, so let me just break it down. The current system for ads is you can manually place them. You can use YouTube's automated system, which is not great, I'm not gonna lie, and it sometimes absolutely bombards people with ads, and I end up tending to remove 50 to 70% of them. But I think even the current automatic ad system is not going to work with the new system. So it's like, even though YouTube had this automatic ad thing, which should be what is doing the job of this new thing, the new thing, I believe, is even telling this, the automated thing that finds the best spots in your videos for ads, that these are interruptive, these are no good. Because let me just remind you guys, whilst this new system is in place, you have to click an automatic ads button, then you can add manual ads. Then we saw in Creekcraft's video, it has this pending review thing, because some kind of system then determines if these ad slots are disruptive, and if it deems them to be interruptive, it will not allow an ad to play during that moment. So
This is true because 9.9 to 9.8 times, literally almost every time that I put in a manual review for my ad placement, it comes back as this is not a good place to put an ad, so we're just not going to do it. And it's not just happening with me, but literally almost every single other creator as of right now who's uploading content, and soon it will be happening to every creator.
I'm sure you can see the problem here. If I find a lower moment in my video which still has something going on, perhaps it's a quiet moment, but I've used a lot of ambience to pick up and keep it interesting and keep that mood. I love setting moods in videos. I might destroy my chance of making money on my video. It's just like, what is this system, bro? And before people say like, oh, all he cares about is money, it's like, guys, you've got to understand in the real world, like, people need money to survive, and there's a reason that people can't do this type of stuff full-time in the first place. So yeah, you know, ads are important to creators and their livelihood. Like, they need to make a monetary thing to be able to do this and employ people to help them do this thing more efficiently. But now it's almost like employing people to make your videos better by removing the dead space will actually decrease the value of how YouTube deems your content to be. I made a video just over 2 months ago speaking about my, I guess, feelings for YouTube and how YouTube really hasn't been feeling the same. I think I remember speaking about September being a time where something felt like it shifted, some weird change that I couldn't quite put my finger on, but it was discouraging and it made the platform feel a little bit alien in terms of like content I used to do just all of a sudden doesn't work, and there were all these other things that started to come into play, and I'm still seeing that unfortunately now. Like, I feel like my content is so unpredictable nowadays, and this new change with the inconsistency with like how videos are gonna do, it's pushing me further and further away, and it's making me honestly start to resent doing videos because I'm scared of what happens once I upload them. I've spoke about this with some people. I've said I love making videos. It's so much fun. I do enjoy the editing, not so much nowadays, I got to admit, because it takes up so much time, and yeah, I'm kind of getting tired doing 7 days a week, which I will speak about something else in a second because I do want to make some changes. But the worst part of making videos now is uploading them on YouTube. It's so weird how this platform has kind of changed into this. Like, I should be able to make a video with confidence, upload it and feel happy, but now I'm scared. Like, there's all these other layers of things it feels like, well, you've got to be worried about when you finally upload a video. And now we've got this thing where it's like, you might spend a week working on a multi-hour video for YouTube to just deem it as like, you know, there's no spots for ads at all. So congrats, you just wasted a whole week and you're going to make a minuscule amount of potential income that you would make before. And it's like, wow, but I got people to pay. I want to get more editors on board so we can bring up these video quality. Like, should I be trying to transition away from this? So it just makes me question, most importantly, now after all this, do I have to make drastic changes to my content? Because obviously I'm a higher edited channel, but it seems like the solution here is to almost upload like live stream content, which is gonna be extremely weird, and I don't know if I want to do that. A bit of a dilemma. Like, it's like, do I have to kind of consider just finally taking a seat back, letting my channel just end here? Like, because I don't want it to be like that, you know. I'm trying to find the motivation to you know, get back into YouTube. I had high hopes. I really
forgot
wanted
I
to try
had
some,
kick
like,
on this, and I thought I had
kind of
shadow
production
step.
style videos, and I still do want to, in the sense of like, I may reduce the amount of content I do some weeks drastically in exchange for like, you know, a 3 to 5 hour video covering a huge topic and really making something impactful. But now I'm questioning, do I really want to have to do, you know, all of that effort for a video that might just end up getting no ads because this new system deems it as too interruptive, and then it just kind of sits there as a video which the effort was all there, but YouTube is not going to reward you for all of that time you put into that.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, when
Taking a
TikTok
break after
had
this,
that
so
ban,
I'm just doing I'm undoing my blue.
like, goodbye grifters. But I didn't take into consideration, and until that really happened, I wasn't somebody who frequently went through TikTok, okay? Videos I would see that would come up were like really low effort videos, or just something you would see on YouTube Shorts, like try-on hauls or something. But after doing like a more extensive dive on TikTok, I've seen so many creators who have put so much time and effort and energy into their content just for it to be removed. And you can't, like I said earlier, rely on just one app, because there's never a guarantee that that app will always be your main source of income, or be, it's not guaranteed that you're going to have it forever. You know what I mean?
Barely.
So it's good to branch out and do other things, but it's just so unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate right now with what's happening to YouTube. Like I said, I'm a content creator who I don't put that much time or effort into my videos. I just enjoy talking to you guys. But there's so many other content creators who really go above and beyond when it comes to the editing style, the placement of ads, the everything down to the T, to the introduction, to the time they end that video. Every little ounce of their creativity goes into their craft here, and it's so unfortunate to see all these big YouTubers, even smaller YouTubers, who have just done so well for themselves here and are starting to feel like this could be a thing for them. This is something that they could potentially do for a really long time, and now in 2 months that could potentially be ending for them. There are so many smaller content creators such as this man here who I follow, who I, if y'all know, love to support smaller content creators, and I have found content creators who are smaller who, I'm not gonna lie, I sink hours during the week into their content because I enjoy it that much. This man here just hit 10,000 subscribers and probably thought that this could be a break for him. He can finally start doing more with his craft and enjoying his journey here on YouTube, and that's potentially going to be ending soon for him. And y'all might be like, Revoke, you're being a little bit dramatic. They're just changing around ad placements, and revenue's not going to be as much for creators. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the app, but it could potentially be the end of the app if they're going to start losing all these large creators who bring in all this revenue strictly for their company. If you would look at this from a statistics standpoint, all these creators who have millions of followers, who bring in millions on millions of views monthly, who are talking about walking away and abandoning the platform strictly because of these new policies, and it's going to equal to billions on billions on billions of views monthly that YouTube's going to lose.
So I was waving,
not to mention, like,
and they
creator
were
side,
having a
I'm a
fucking
viewer of a
fit.
lot of these people. You were talking about these changes and talking about how it's probably not going to work out anymore being on this platform. They might have to do something else or just drop content creation entirely because this is the app that they wanted to work for, and they just don't see a career on other platforms. Talking about dropping content creation, people we all enjoyed and watched growing up that again shaped our childhoods, and how we spend our time today when we get off of work, when we had a long day, or even when we just have off that day and we want to escape from reality for a
Playing
while.
video games and
We go
watching
to
YouTube.
We find
shit,
our
I'm doing
favorite
that.
content creators and we indulge in their content while indulging in some good food sometimes. And it's sad to think that this could potentially be changing not only for the creators that we really look up to, but for the viewers.
I don't know, it's a difficult one for editing channels at the moment. I think gaming creators are being hit quite hard because, you know, a lot of us do kind of put lots of stuff in the background, remove those boring moments, but now it's almost like we have to leave them in, which is very weird. It's a very, very strange system. I'm giving my authentic response and like just really how I feel about this, because it makes no sense. It really makes no sense why this system that's worked so well can be changed on a dime, and then all of a sudden I'm worried about how much it's going to impact me, and I'm also very worried more so about how this is going to impact the new up and coming people, because, like, you know, they're trying to make their livelihood with this, and some of them might be just finally getting a break to do this as a full-time job. And now they're going to have to reconsider everything. And they got to consider, like, you know, is putting in more effort? Like, should I just be putting in less effort and getting potentially, like, rewarded almost more on the platform? Because that's, at the moment, the direction it feels like it's best for gaming content. Like, if this change is going to be implemented, especially the way it is. Like, why would I remove those dull moments when I could just leave them in, do, like, hours less of work every single week? And then YouTube's just going to be like, hey, look, you left some silent, boring bits in. Here's your ads. Like, it's a weird topic, but I felt like it was kind of worth me throwing my you know, my opinion out there, because this makes YouTube more aware that creators are talking about this. They are making changes that creators have to deal with, and they are the guinea pigs here. People are immediately suffering from these things that happen, and without these videos discussing the impact this is having, YouTube might not see this. And just one more video that I've now done, I may be able to get some kind of word out there to someone who knows someone who can forward this to someone who can speak about this, and then their video, let's say it goes somewhere, it's more of a chance of YouTube hearing about this. And I think that's what's very important now, because YouTube needs to hear about what this change is doing and is gonna do, I guess, for all future creators and a lot of people just on the uprise. I just want to do YouTube videos, and I want that to be really the end of it. I want to be able to just make videos and walk away. But now there's just layer upon layer of things we have to worry about, and it's just getting a bit much. So that's my 2 cents, and that's really how I'm feeling about this, and it's not really motivating, put it that way.
putting myself in the viewer's shoes, I could probably, from somebody myself who does low editing, it's still affecting my channel, but there's probably from a viewer's perspective, I can see where some of y'all are like, well, if you don't have to put in as much work to get the ads, wouldn't that be a good thing? But for who necessarily? Maybe for the content creator, but then at the same time, there's editors that they hire, there's teams and family that they employ to be a part of this journey on content creation and to give the best possible video and experience for the viewer
Someone who
they're
actually
gonna have to
gets it.
stop giving y'all the best experience possible just to get an ad slot on their video. I've seen so many commentary channels who call other commentary channels, or even just
Slop?
some channels in general, slop channels, because they and I don't do that much editing. We just see something and react to it on the internet. We throw in some gameplay in the background, and they say, oh, that's just slop channels because they don't do that much with their editing. They don't add that much significant value. They don't add anything really entertaining other than just saying some thoughts and opinions that they have. But now, for all those creators out there who are, like I said, going above and beyond to give y'all really high value, entertaining content, are now going to start being punished for that.
What a good
There's so many creators, and especially myself included, who have been so frustrated with all these updates to their platforms and their policies. We have to censor ourselves so heavily already, and I've done videos in the past where I've even censored words, and they're like, no, due to the topic and discussion of this video, we're not going to put ads on it because it's just not suitable for advertisers. And now, even with censoring myself and all these other other content creators on this platform who censor themselves, we're not gonna get ads, even though we're playing by your rules. It's really frustrating. Like I said, they had a system in place for the platform itself, for the creators, and for the viewers, and it all worked seemingly well once upon a time. And as we progress further into the platform, they're just making it so impossible for the content creators to enjoy and feel, like he said, confident about uploading a video. Is it gonna be okay for the platform? Are they gonna say it's fine, or it's acceptable, or this, that, and the third? Now, it's at the point where you have to be boring to get ads on your channel, and I just don't understand that at all. And I feel like this is gonna affect every single content creator out there. So what, do we just have to say, and we'll be back after the break, and then put in a blank screen and just pray that they put an ad placement? I don't know, y'all. I have so many thoughts and opinions about this. These are just like some of them. This is just some of what I have to say about it, but I wanted to talk about it because the more people who are talking about this, who are voicing concerns, I mean, I know more than likely YouTube's not going to give a damn, and they're just going to go about it however they want to go about it. They have proved time and time again, content creators don't necessarily matter to them, even though we made this platform what it is. You know, and I hate to say that, I don't want to sound like cocky or anything, I'm nobody at all on this platform. But YouTube would not be as relevant as it was if it wasn't for all of its creators on this platform. And they're quite literally running them off with this new system in place, and I'm so upset because there's so many content creators that I really look up to who made me want to do this journey, who are now talking about it's just not working for them. And I'm like, well, what do I do then? Because you guys are the ones who inspire me to be here. And I don't want to go. I will never go. Y'all will not get me off this app unless YouTube closes it down. But it's YouTube. YouTube. It's supposed to be our channels, our platform, our voices that are being heard, and our content that is being seen at the end of the day. And
I
they're
have
making
like
it
3
impossible
hunters at
to
my ass.
enjoy this journey any further. And it's becoming a major issue that we all need to start raising awareness about, or y'all's favorite creators are gonna be gone. I'm just sad to see the turmoil and how much unhappiness and insecurity it's brought to so many content creators, and this hasn't even been fully in place yet. This has just been tested with some creators, myself included, and nobody's happy with it, myself included. And I feel like the more people who talk about it,
Do you
the
really
more
need to be a bitch ass
possibility we
piece of
have
shit
of there
fucking
being a
cockback
change,
ass
even though
wuss and
knowing
fucking
YouTube,
teabag a fucking
there
dead ass body
probably
when you
won't
got
be,
to
but
3 on
let's
1, you fucking little
try to
goober
raise
ass fuck?
awareness about it anyway. I'm gonna wrap this video
Okay,
up. I was
Kevin,
not
you ride
expecting it to be
harder,
as long as
bitch.
it was, but like I
Ride
said,
into
I have
the
so
wind,
many
you
thoughts and
fucking
opinions still on the
degenerate little
situation.
goofball.
But that's just like the
Good
rundown
night.
of what I'm feeling about it and what I'm thinking about it. Just let me know
Okie-do
y'all's thoughts and
asshole.
opinions in the comment section down below. And with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next video because, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just very heartbroken to see how many creators are deciding that they are probably going to go elsewhere, even though this is, like I said, a platform that's been in all of our childhoods. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and I will catch you in the next damn video. Alright, bye.
It should be reinvade the same world, right? Because I'm trying to get placed closer. Yeah. Okay, cool. Give me a sec. Oh, titties. I'm too far to see them and too close to not. The what? No, for real, what? Like, what? Bro, the map element left. Okay, it's far enough that I can see them again. And I know kind of about where we are. Because people in this game are sweethearts. That's why. It's the only reason I know.
Hey. Hey.
What? Do you think they'll mind if I go potty? I'll fix my floating camera. Hold on. Unplug, replug, alt tabbies, outies. There. Now it's easy. Hold on. Deactivate, activate, inactivate, lactate. Okay. One, two, three. It's three. Can I? Is my key working? No, it's not. I have to tab out. So I have to do this. Hold on. Controller settings. Disable Steam input, enable Steam input. There we go. Can I do it? Yeah, I can. You know what? They did that thing to me. I didn't bring many, so I guess we're good. It's not a lot of health. I missed an opportunity when Orangeman came forward a bit more. Can I get them to try to punish me if I get them right there? No. I want them to try. Latency is unreal. You know what we're gonna want? It's not this. If you can have a friend, so can I. I'm allowed friends too. The Hoarfrost is unreal. So, since they've decided that they're gonna gank me, I have a friend. I know this is really lame, but I can't do my inventory. Never mind, hold on. Okay, actually, yes. That makes these go on for a while. It's a teeny bit of crowd control, just when we need it. If they're gonna poke at me, I'm gonna rot them. I didn't even proc a rot, because by the time I could get off enough hits to proc a rot, I already like had people kind of messed up. I need to tinkle really badly. So I need to turn off my helpful blue. I need to pop a squat of a boon fur. And I need to go tinkle. While I do that, I'm going to put on the playlist of streamers who sometimes AFK react. Not that it makes it okay, but it makes it funny. Okay? That's what we have here. Sorry, not sorry, but it is funny. Not everyone on it AFK reacts. Not everyone always AFK reacts. But some of them occasionally. Like, you know, Mr. Piker.
Avatar.
He AFK reacts.
I want to fuck like
Low-hanging
the lady
fruit.
from
GG.
Avatar,
Got
the
it.
blue lady. Straight up.
I'm gonna go
I'm
pee.
not in the mood, dude. I'm sorry.
That's weird. This is funny. This at least makes sense. I got a tinkle. BRB. I gotta clean up my deck. Okay, hold on. Harakazai.
She's Harley Quinn. Hey, you should do a Harley Quinn cosplay.
No.
You got everything going for you.
Huh?
You got like the wide set eyes, you know, like she has, and like the kind of like the bigger head. The Harley Quinn cosplay. How would you use this?
Hi. Alright boys, you know what it is. Mario Party 4, easiest game of my life. This dude bought the original game when it first came out, and he wasn't even born yet. Okay, dude. Mischief, at least you got a fat cock.
Yo, I want caveman list around it.
No shot! S-Man, pass me that banana.
Please, no. What the fuck?
This dude. Jesus Christ. Bro, what the fuck was that, man? That's a fever dream.
That was perfect.
Continue about the carpet, please, because this is an oversight, but it's very important.
It's much smarter
Yeah.
to work
Yeah.
on just hardwood floor.
Okay, so there will be no carpet in there.
I think that would be stupid, but the problem is that it gets very echoey if
Yeah.
there's no carpet in there.
Okay, so here's my issue with the carpet.
Yeah.
Okay, if we have hardwood floor,
Yeah.
that means when Adept comes over, she's more than likely going to be wearing shoes,
Yeah.
and I would prefer her not to be. What a build up, huh? That was like 3 minutes. That was 3 minutes of build up about Carmen just for some fun.
Omega Lao.
You should get so
He
much
just
into
does that
something
stupid
with
shit
your
for
friends.
hours.
I hope
and
you
just
continue
spams
to have such great
ads, dude.
takes.
You tried to say the N-word on a... I'm not gonna lie, it's a really fucking cringe take from Felix, considering the fact that when my own fucking community shits on him relentlessly for stuff that he's done in the past, I defend him as well. And that's not because I'm like good friends with fucking XQC, but literally because it's my fucking point of view. Okay? And I still will. If people are inappropriately fucking targeting him or some shit, I will defend him. I mean,
Why do I have so many AFK reactors on my screen for the AFK BRB? That's bananas. It's fucking bananas. What's here? What's an indie game? I'm kidding. I know what an indie game is. I was trying to do a thing that wasn't funny and I still did it anyway because I'm a piece of shit. Hope y'all are well. Doot, 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 doot. Hi.
Indie games have the reputation for being literally the coolest thing ever. I don't think I've seen a genre of video game that brings out my autism quite like a good indie game. At a time where we were just getting so much AAA slop, indie games acted as this new alternative where passion ruled over profits and was a massive breath of fresh air for a lot of people. With the success of stuff like One Shot, Celeste, and that one game made by Toby Fox, the name is escaping me right now. It showed up-and-coming devs that you could be your own boss in the gaming industry and do it without living off pennies for the rest of your life. Now, in 2025, I'd go as far as to say
Nothing's brings my me out like good old copium in the morning, telling myself some shit. But it works. It's
that
really
the
handy.
best indie games
Get
are
off my jelly
competing
roll.
with the highest budget big studio hits. So, indie games are all sunshine and rainbows, right?
My hair needs air dry time.
No.
Or else
October
we're fucked.
13th, 2023 marked the release of a game called The Coffin of Andy and Lily. It was also the
We were gonna maybe play that game on stream. We might one day. I want to get the most vanilla beans murder sprocket ending, not the weird one, but we might. So, you know, whatever.
day everything went to hell.
Or
Murmurs
maybe we will
arose
get it. Who
regarding the
fuck
game's
knows?
depiction and glorification of incest. That wasn't a pause for dramatic effect, by the way. I just didn't want to get demonetized for having a bad word at the start of my video. A lot of the posts criticizing the game came from
That
Twitter,
was well put.
but this
Put?
did start
Put.
to seep into the actual game's reviews on Steam. The people who enjoyed the game came out saying very normal things in order to defend the game's honor. Things would reach their boiling point when the creator of the game came out and made a statement regarding the absolute dumpster fire that was occurring, stating they had no intentions of toning down the story along with this now infamous image. People didn't take that
Okay, that's
one
funny
well.
trolling, though.
During all of this, 4chan would end up doxing the creator of the game, forcing them to completely
It is in ropes, but it is big nuts behavior.
erase their online presence and hand over parts of the development to another studio under the name of Kit9. For the better part of a year, this game existed as merely a memory film.
They also have a Pomni in their room, which might be a green screen. But I also have a Pomni and a Frogie baby and a Froakie, clearly a Froakie, and a Pomni and an owl and a unicorn. My other stuffies are in other places in the house, like some are by the couch, like my octopus friend. My Loch Ness Monster friend. Like, basically a lot of the sea life is where I feel coziest. So, like, the octopods, the Nessies, the more octopods. They're mostly, like, between my bed and the couch. A dinosaur is there, but that's basically a fish. So, it's about as close to a fish as a jellyfish, so not really at all. Not actually at all. But you can confuse them if you squint hard enough, so fuck it. I don't give a shit. Ooh, they have an imposter. Or a crewmate. You'll never know. Bless you.
For me. And then I immediately forgot about it, and now we're here. I did try and watch a video about the game so I could make that YouTuber's opinion my own, but it was a video by Lily Orchard.
What are you sad facing
Okay,
for?
so none of these discussions about the game really tell me what I need to know. So with no other choice, I bought the game. Yes, I can see the look on all of your faces right now, but believe me, explaining how this game was a business expense to my accountant was way worse. So let me see what this game's all about. The Coffee of Andy and Lily starts with a flashback to an event we will find out about way later on. One of the two main characters wake up. This character is Ashley. She's awful. More on that later. Walking around the apartment, we already noticed how filthy everything is. There are dishes everywhere, bags of trash that have clearly been piling up for a while, and these weird brown stains. God, just looking at this makes me want to crash out.
The internet's mad at Lily Orchard. Okay. It makes a little more sense now.
Before we really know what's going on, we do get some insight from the narrator when we interact with basically anything, really.
You get nothing! You lose!
Firstly,
Reddit just outright, like, on lovely Dungeon Meshy subreddit, telling people that, it's total garbage and they shouldn't watch anyway, and other folks saying that it's, like, just all of their takes are garbage. Okay. I mean, my takes are garbage too, so I'm not really here to grandstand on that part.
That all of the cabinets are completely empty, something the narrator is very much used to. Ashley is as well, seeing as she'd had to fill her stomach with water to trick her body into thinking that she was full multiple times. Ashley managed to find a can of tomatoes and shows it to the other main character and her brother, Andrew. The tone of the setting is really established once the warden is introduced. He doesn't really care about the fact that the siblings are dying of hunger. He's fine lying about food arriving today, and then using that lie to threaten them into obedience. So characters are nonchalant in their cruelty, sure, but then there's a news broadcast which
I can't do the summary because I think I still want to play this.
Clearly shows
I have to get to the other chapter.
With
we have to play this and not get the weird ending.
Okay, we are not calling a section now. The Coffin of Andy and Lele has multiple routes you can take the characters on. One of them results in the characters sleeping with each other. This wasn't the ending I got in my gameplay because I'm not weird. So the footage you are now seeing is from another video on YouTube. This also means that my search history will forever be tainted with the term Andy and Lele incest ending. So that's swell. Outside of just being grossed out by the concept, which is fair, people have an issue of the fact that this is just shock horror. So let's talk about that. Fundamentally, shock horror exists for the sole purpose of shocking you. So if you look at this ending from that angle, I guess it worked out. But if you've seen my other horror-related videos, then I do not have the best relationship with shock horror. I'm not gonna say what series or what creator. We know I can't say that. So in Urban Spook, every kill documented would gradually up the ante more and more, but there wasn't really any reason why, other than the creator, who is called Urban Spook, it's very confusing, wanting to top how gross their killer could become. I think the biggest misunderstanding for a lot of people now is that shock horror can both be shocking and have substance. A good way shock horror is used is in something like Chainsaw Man. Spoilers for a lot of Chainsaw Man. The entire last arc is
That part's
almost
fine.
solely about making Denji's life worse than it already is.
It's 10 million
but
years
each and
old.
every time it's almost completely out of nowhere and also feels like the next logical step. Stuff like the snowball fight and the birthday cake surprise happen very quickly, and the manga moves on even faster from those events. But we know these characters. We've spent the last 80 chapters seeing them grow, so when they're taken away so fast, those emotions linger. They linger so much that just seeing these characters in the next part of Chainsaw Man got me incredibly emotional. The reason Urban Spook and Andy and Lily fail to get the same reaction out of me is because there is no build up to this sudden moment. It just happens, and instead of treating it like it's actually fucked up, they're making jokes out of it with this super upbeat music playing. The tone is completely off, which is even more confusing considering this game is aware of how terrible these
No, that's an oversimplification. That
two are.
All I can remember is Tom played it like a hot minute ago, and that was on autoplay one day. And must have been a year ago, back when the fucking planets were still forming. And it was wild, and the homie didn't get the weird ending, I think, until they engineered it. And, like, I briefly paid attention, and I'm waiting to forget. Or have already, one of the two. But nope, not apparently, because I at least know that there's narrative built around it. Like, oh.
At multiple points, the narrator calls out their behavior. Characters call out their behavior. So to me, that at least shows me that the writer is aware of how toxic these siblings are. So then why does no one take this seriously? Especially when the other route does. No,
But everyone
that
does
question
talk
isn't
to
rhetorical.
them.
I'm honestly very curious. Was this ending supposed to be a joke? I don't know. I should also now address the other thing this game is known for. I'm gonna be so for real, I didn't even want to talk about the glorification argument because it invites the worst type of people ever, so I want to keep this brief. I completely agree with the argument that this game handles the subject matter of incest hilariously poorly. That was what the whole last section was about. But I would like to give the creator the benefit of the doubt here.
No, it still frames it as, like, inappropriate. Oh well.
If the writing of the game will tell you anything about them, it's that they are a pretty edgy person. The type who wants to make a game about fucked up themes in a fucked up world, and while episode 1 was mostly successful, I think the wider scale of episode 2 is where they went too far. I don't blame people for thinking the creator glorified some pretty terrible stuff. They did not do themselves any favor with their public responses to everything. But with the wider
Really fucked up trolling. Grade A trolling.
Context, I cannot say with full confidence that the creator's intention was to glorify incest. I think what they said was very dumb. I think they handled all of this incredibly poorly, but then I also see weird grifters who are actually into that kind of shit jump on this game and end up getting the creator doxxed. And that tiny, minute, microscopic piece of empathy I have does tend to flare up. I legit feel bad for this person,
Cheers.
but I also think they did something pretty stupid that will be one of the only things that game is known for. And that sucks too, because I haven't even got to talk about my favorite part of the game. This video so far should have given you a very good reason to not like the game. It's tasteless, the creator is an idiot, and it has a terrible reputation. But if you did what I did and not pick the choices that deliberately make the siblings end up together, there's this golden nugget that makes writing off this game so hard. And that's the characters of Andrew and Ashley. The best part of the game that has been forever tainted by its creator. Andrew
They
and
just
Ashley are not good people. If my summary at the start of the video is anything to go by, I'd go as far as to say that they aren't even likable, even with the author making characters worse to compensate. It's something that really bugs me because I think the writer of this game struck gold with this idea. Two siblings who are in a constant war of giving and taking from one another in order to manipulate the other into doing what they want. That's compelling. I just wish it wasn't surrounded by all of this other shit. Andrew is a very insecure person.
You have to go very far out of your way to make it fucking weird.
Gets upset about his lack of strength, about how other people view him, and his lack of connections with basically anyone. Unlike a certain other person, I feel confident in saying Andrew is a victim of circumstance. I just couldn't see someone with his problems doing some of the stuff he did. A lot of his behavior comes from this sick want to protect his sister from the trouble she gets herself into. There are times where he should have just left her to deal with her actions. Or, let's be real, for someone to murder her, and yeah, he doesn't. Why? We get a bit of insight into the way Andrew was raised. His parents left him alone because they were too busy with work. He had to look after himself at such a young age, and then his genius parents decided to have another kid that Andrew had to take care of. And she is the spawn of Satan. So unlikable that Andrew is the only person who could even put up with her, which creates another problem. In order to get along with Ashley, Andrew has become a massive doormat. Whenever she wants something, he'll usually be against the idea and still find himself doing it. His first ever lines in the game is him telling Ashley that they need to ration, and him buckling to zero pressure. It's not just Ashley dragging Andrew into these schemes too. He is always the one who ends up dealing the major blow. Killing the warden, shooting their assassin, locking Nina in the chest. Andrew even lost his girlfriend because of his sister's obsession with him. Now we're back at the end of episode 2, and it's really not hard to imagine that Andrew would want to slit his sister's throat, is it? Speaking of that sister, Ashley is almost every horrible trait a person can have meshed into one person. Apathy to the suffering of others, verbally abusive, a stalker, physically abusive.
We have to come back. Oh wait, never mind.
Manipulative, and she's messy.
I thought there was Elden stuff. I can't see.
And she eats people too. I would like to say that Ashley is also a victim, but that just wouldn't be the case in any way. She is both conscious of all of the despicable shit she does and sleeps without a care in the world. At least Andrew is in constant turmoil over everything. Ashley almost gets a kick out of it. Actually, not almost. In the same way that Andrew's main priority is his sister, Ashley's main priority is ruining every single one of Andrew's relationships. I already mentioned this, but Ashley harassed Andrew's girlfriend so badly that she had to break up with him. Andrew merely speaks to their neighbor downstairs, and she immediately starts thinking of ways she can kill her. She blames her mother for the two being trapped in the apartment for 6 months, so she has no qualms about sacrificing her to a real-life demon and then eating her. That scene does give more insight into her character, however. When eating her mother's remains, she comments on how much power it makes her feel. That hunger for power and control is what dictates every single one of Ashley's actions. In episode 1 of Abusing My Older Brother Simulator,
I can't put my finger on it. If it's the hat, the pomni, or just that there's plushies, and I usually comb through neckbeard nests, commending people, anyone that has a plushie in their room. Yeah, so I can't tell what it is, but I think it's the pomni.
Her choosing to eat her neighbor is...
I have no clue. I think it's the pomni. But
is already pretty bad. What makes it so much worse is her convincing her brother to aid her in doing so. But that the idea she brought up was actually his the whole time, saying she was just making an observation before pressuring Andrew into cannibalism too. She always feels this need to remind Andrew of who's really in control, or how she does everything in their home that is a complete mess. It isn't enough to treat these people with callous disregard. She just has to make her brother an accomplice, make sure that he he's just as bad as her so that Andrew can never move beyond this toxic relationship. The dude had a life. He had friends at school, he was going to college, and was given a job opportunity by his mother in episode 2. Ashley seems to lack any basic life skills like cooking or not being a total nightmare in social situations.
This is gonna put us back playing this 10 fucking years. But for what it's worth, it is a cute story.
That would allow her to gain it. Her obsession
I'm glad I called viewers notification when I saw it.
Probably the only one who could fulfill her power fantasies. So
when you're framing for your assumption of society's observations, at least say so.
To bring him back. An event I've been alluding to is the death of this person whose name is redacted throughout most of the game. This character is called Nina, and she had a crush on Andrew. Ashley gets jealous and wants to teach her a lesson for ever trying to take away her property. She convinces Andrew into bringing her to this abandoned sawdust warehouse. The entire time the three are there, Ashley is getting more and more agitated by Nina's presence. When Andrew responds that she is just fine, she flips out and locks Nina in a chest while playing a game of hide and seek. See, Nina is asthmatic, so this environment isn't the best for her lungs, and she makes that known to both siblings. Andrew tries to let her out, but Ashley completely breaks down, crying to Andrew about how everyone likes Nina better, how Andrew would rather have a girlfriend instead of hanging out with her. She calls out Andrew for only hanging out with her because their mum told him to do it, and how she's loud, annoying, and unlikable. I mean, she's not wrong. The real reason for this breakdown is revealed. All of that crying and self-pitying was to make Andrew feel bad for her. She never let Andrew get a word in unless it was exactly what she wanted to hear, and the second it was, all of those tears disappear. Even Andrew sees through this, so she just starts crying again until he finally aids her in locking Nina in that chest. Nina obviously died after being locked in the chest for a whole night. The siblings bury the body, and Ashley takes full advantage of their situation. They just killed their classmate. If they were caught, they'd be in prison for years, and Ashley leverages this to force Andrew to obey her every command, calling him a bad person who will never be liked again. She is fine with the two of them being ostracized by their peers because then Andrew will never leave her. This flashback ends with the current Ashley trying to convince
I know that like the featured art for the like strips are supposed to be like very impactful, but I super dig the backgrounds in the actual like interactable field.
As when Andrew questions her on this, she changes the subject and never addresses it. After Nina's death, Ashley assumed she would get her way each and every time with Andy, but Andrew has denied her this right so many times. Andrew doesn't listen. Andrew dates other girls. Andrew has a life and she hates him for it. They get into another argument. As usual, Ashley threatens to game end herself if Andrew doesn't listen to her. Do it! She blames Nina's death on him and starts attacking him, but Andrew has had enough. He says right here and now that he can kill her. Fuck any promises they made or the comfort she brings him. If she doesn't calm down right now, that's it. You can tell this is the first time she truly realized she doesn't have as much control as she thought. And despite that, she still gets her way every single time. God, I hate her. Ashley is so goddamn annoying to see on screen because she should get fucking bodied but never does. She is a perfect hateable character. So why are people obsessed with her? I've listed all of the things I both liked and loathed about this game, but I couldn't say the video was complete without talking about this game's audience. Are they real? I'm not even talking about the gooners for Ashley. You can put Hitler in a show and people will defend him if they're attractive enough.
I like heartbreaking stories. I like stories that grab my heart and jerk it around quickly. I like short-term, destroy my heart stories.
Question to everyone watching. Have any of you played the game? Nearly every post about this game is just wrong.
From people
Either
who
that
haven't
or
touched
just
it?
strange. The two most vocal parts of the people who care about this game seem to be people rightfully upset at bad depictions of a serious event, and people hopping on a grift because someone attacked their weird fetish. It feels like the discussion of this game entered into this culture war bullshit that I hate so much with any media. Half of the Kumas defending this game haven't even played it, and have no clue what they're talking about. But then on the other hand, the people going against them aren't having the game. But then on the other hand, the people going against them also haven't played the game and just
no one played the goddamn game. They're all just like reposting shit and being fucking weird about it. The fuck? No one plays games anymore.
Other popular tweets made about
They
it.
just read a tweet about someone playing a game and then spend hours weaving that into some complex tale without fucking purpose or meaning or mirth. Duh, clearly.
It's corny. I just
clearly.
wanted to call this game mid, but I just know some random dude is gonna use my video to either say this game is the best thing ever or the worst. It's just so dumb. If I can be as honest as possible, this game is just mid, but somehow generated this big controversy that led to the creator being doxxed. Like, why? When is it ever that deep, dude? The Coffin of Andy and Lily sure was a thing I played for 4 hours. It has its good parts and it has a lot of bad. If you ignore the backlash this game got, it's not even that interesting of a topic. So there. Thanks for watching the video. After taking the entire month off in January for no reason in particular, I'm feeling way more refreshed and ready to make some Gronk content. Speaking of, if you want more content from me, then check out my Patreon. And speaking of, these guys saw this video way early too, so there's that, I guess. I hope you all have a wonderful day. See ya, lads.
Bye, Goober. Anywho's, why do people just talk shit on shit when they don't touch it? Like, at least read about something appropriately. Go read the script of the game. I don't know. Have fun. Go hard. Somebody wanted Snow White tint yesterday. Give me like 2 minutes. We'll bring an invader to us quickly if we can. And if there's like no one, then we'll go and find someone. We'll go and touch someone. Let's go and touch someone first. And if we don't get anything quick, then we'll just go and like bring people to us. We'll lure invaders. For reasons that are not going to be discussed ever, yes, we for some reason had to get point downward. It might have been a rude person. That's about it. That's all I've got for you. Well, I was telling them to come to me before they came to me. I didn't do it once they died. I did it before. Okay, we have it activated. We're good. Actually, oh, we have the blue thing done too. Okay. It's raining. It's raining, men. Here, I'll come over here. I went to New Game Plus because I wanted to not be snared. For some reason, I've decided I don't want to pick up stuff unless I absolutely need it. So we just look at things. I can look at corpse drops still and just laugh at them and be happy. You know? Okay, cool. Oh, also that I don't like having extra shit in my bags. Like, also that. Okay, so New Game Plus. What do I want to do? Not a lot, but I want to fuck up Radon. I went for Renala. I'm gonna go for Radon now. I kind of didn't want to do Radon, or sorry, Renala, but I wanted to respec, so I did. I don't remember. Could I have done that without that? Oh shit, I bet I should have gone to the fucking mirror. What a fucking ignorant bitch I am. Holy shit. No, the mirror doesn't do it, because you have a set number of times you can do it because of the fucking item. Yeah, no, okay. I did have to. So, Renala, Radon. Lord of Mogging. Lord of Lord of Amogus. Lord of Amogus for the ones. The Lord of Silly Goose shit. Moog. Lord of Mogging. Wahaha. So I need to go to the Lord of Blood so I can go to the DLC, and That's about it. So we're done. Word of blood. GG. I have the stuff that I want already, so I don't really need to fuck up the map very much. I don't have to be disrupted to it. I can pick up crafting mats that I want. That's easy. Or I can just buy them. Like a lot of the, not all of the, but a lot of the mats I want. The Twin Maiden has it already, so we're good. Oh, don't look at me, you don't see me. I don't exist. Thank you. Goofball. Cool beans. You keep doing that. Where am I going again? Brain farts. Well, I went Radon, so everything en route, but like... Is it this way? I thought it was the other way. No, it is this way. Oh, sick. Wait, no, it's this way. What? No, it's this way. Okay, road intersects this. That'll do. I am easily lost. I want to touch the grace for convenience. No, I just want to pay respect. I don't want to attack this person this time. They're really sweet. They're the most lovely. Everyone should love them. They're perfect. I am the champion of the mountain. Ooh, there's the grace. Sick. I won't not get the graces. I just have specific places I want to be. Like Upper Dawn's butthole right now. Like I really want to be Upper Dawn's butthole. In a very figurative way, mind you, not literal. He deserves it. He's such a good gravity lord. He did good with his apprenticeship under the Onyx Lords. So now I just have to be under his butt where he can't cast at me. And I have to apparently punch his beautiful sweet horse that deserves the best. In quotes, scrawny. I think, I don't remember right now. I don't keep his shit around me. Nice dude, don't care. At least he's not... What? At least he's not Mr. First Elden Lord, his wife is an asshole. That man is silly, and I will give him such shit. His wife is an asshole, mind you. Did I mention that I don't like his wife? She went on, like, what, 3 genocide runs? Which is fine in video games. But it's a reason to shit on her. And fuck the Erd Tree. Fuck the Erd Tree. Fuck the Golden Order. Fuck that deathless fucking weird thing. It's weird. Fuck you. Don't fall. Oh, the abductor virgin did that. Can I lure them here? Do they fight? They're not fighting for me. They're trying to fight me. There's a difference. There was some visual storytelling here and... Oh, did it just happen? No, it didn't just happen. Okay, tits, bro. I get turned around easily and distracted, and can quite easily roll off of a cliff. So we'll get graces. We're just not really that determined to do that much. Like, aside from... I need to go and do a thing to a man. so easily turned around, but yeah, that just points there. Wow. Do you try to send me into AME yet to be weird, or... You probably do. You fucking weirdo. What a goofball. What a fucking goof. Hi, bud. Bye, bud. How is this so close? Oh, it's not too close. Okay. It's not so close that I will start making them move. Because there are some crystal lizards that are so close to the bonfires that, like, you have to know that they're there and behind you and know where you want to go in the undead settlement to, like, go chase down a crystal lizard. Or, you know, come the scenic route. One of the two. Probably the scenic route's better, but, you know, that's whatever, dude. This bleeds. Wait, no. This bleeds. Or maybe it just releases like a red fluid. But I'd still quickly and without much focus be like, it bleeds. I sometimes forget that I have torrent still. That's rough. That's quite the skill issue I've got there. Almost there. Whom is this? A rot dragon friend? Is this rot dragon homie? Oh yeah, it is. No, my contact needs to come out soon. Morning, you fucking goober. Nope, not unless I can touch a grace. Might easily lost ass. Yes. Where is the patrol? There's a dude here, but I don't see the dude. At least I think there's a dude here, but I don't see the dude. I don't fucking know. There's a dude there. There's a dude there. Hey buddy, how you doing? Looking pretty. Okay, bye. Their coat's beautiful, and they look very attentive and focused. So I can respect that a lot. Lollips. It is wild having torrents. Like, the path around without torrent is like weird. This is gonna last for like not very long, right? Oh, it does. Does this one go inside, I think? I forgot if this goes inside. Oh. Well, I'll use your face as a cleaning supply. Lost again. Okay, I'm trusting myself on this. Hold on. No, I want to go to that weird path. I want to do it. Because there is a path here. Oh yeah, here it is. This is way faster. It's way more distinct, rather. I had to, like, learn to point my camera down, like, straight down a lot to see weird ledges for, like, skips and shit. It broke me. Oh, I thought that was open from the beginning. Okay. Never mind. Lame. It's this place, so there's only one appropriate toolie. Okay, maybe it's this. No, it's friend. Ooh, actually, friend gave us an item. Let's put them to use. Broadsword. Early as piss. Oops, I really misread what I was seeing. Wow. It hit me as it hit me. That's all I wanted to do. Oops. I thought I was trying to roll forward. Wow. It was very bad rolling forward. When the rolling forward results in you not even doing anything. Thank you. No. No. I can pair these. Can I switch them? No. I mean, yes, the answer is yes, I can switch them, but like, to what effect? This effect. Right? That's all. Parry's fun. I like parrying. Sometimes. Yikes, brother. Wow. Hold on. Wait for me. No, I'm busy. I thought I outdistanced it. I thought I had distance. It's good to know. Oh well. Oh wait, I wanted to not die in here and see if I didn't trigger the castle to be a weird thing. Let's see if they're still there. If they're still there, then that's good. Should be. Should be. May not be, but should be. I'm busy. I'm busy, bruh. I'm busy. Bruh. I'm doing shit. Bruh. I'm doing big things. Bruh. Golly gee willikers, brother. I want my fun parry tool. Now both of them have parry. For the same fucking reason. But this one takes precedence. For the thing. But this one's just funny. Oh yeah, I can use horse. I legit keep forgetting I can use horse friend. Too low. Fail. Fail. Fail, 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 fail. Too low. Big fail. Shit, bro. Can't traverse the landmark. Big fail. Gigantic fail. Gregarious fail. Yikes, brother. I should have been shot. Okay, whatever. I know they were reloading, but I should have kept fucking up. Given my track record of fucking up. I will not stop wiggling my finger. It is cozy and I like it. It brings me great joy. I mean, I would call this a shortcut, just not a long one. This is not the most rewarding shortcut FromSoft has given me. It's okay, but it is... holy shit. It is not the most rewarding one they have given me. But it's still there, and it's present, and I still like it. I get runes per hit. Because we have to. Well, because we want to, because we can, because it's funny. What's another way I can check? This would be closed. Yes. That would always be closed. Where was my roll? Early is where that was. That's fine. I'm being a little bit negligent, and I get that. But golly gee willikers. Okay, they're still here. It's like they are using beast claws. That is so wild. That is so wild. That is bananas. And this would be the other door we'd use. Okay. So I don't know what I can attest to doing other than not touching that grace, but also just rushing right here. So I'll just rush right in here next time we start a new game. Okay. Mushroom, mushroom. Mushroom snack. Oh no. I like that this has a stab. It's the lightest hammer that I can one hand. Yeah, it's a hammer. A hammer. Yep, a hammer. I'm not gonna rest at the other brace right now. I want to see if it still stays this way when I come back. I need to... Oh my gosh. I need to trigger the fucking thing. I guess I can walk back. I can come back to it. Fuck it. I'll give it time to go see if it sets its thing. Sets its thing? Sets its state differently. Altus? Altus. I'll be headed out kinda soon, but Altus. I'm broken again. Isn't it here? And then I'll remember where the other is eventually. It's okay. Give me like 10 billion years. But I thought one of them was here. I could be wrong. The medallion pieces. Otherwise, I can do the skip. Lol. How is my family? And I think this one has the other bit. I think. I could be wrong. If it's not here, it would be here. But I think it's here. I think. Do you know if the other medallion half is at Fort Height? Or at Castle Morn? I don't recall. I think it's at Fort Height though, so I put my little marker here. Because I think so. I don't know. Probably. Maybe. The medallion that I didn't just get. I don't know which one. The one that opens the Altus Plateau. Yep. I just left here. Wait, no. I just left wherever in the Caelid one is. Wait, are you fucking for real? Holy shit. No, you're thinking of, Snow Guy. I'm going the wrong way. Save the turtles. I have a hydro flask. I already got that one. That's the one in Caelid. I think I just marked the other one specifically as Fort Height. If it's not Fort Height, I think it's Castle Morn, but I think it's Fort Height. So I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Fort Height. I'm gonna find out with my face. So okay. I'm en route there. I just got a little distracted and turned the fuck around. I'm trying Beast Claw offhand for a bit, just because it's fun with the pivot. It makes me feel like I have the Bloodhound back candy blade thingy. The thing that they do to try to, like, replicate the Farron Legion. Whatever the fuck they do to, like, gimp off of the Farron Legion. Gimp. Lol. Yo, it's a fun kind of weapon. I'm not taking that away from it. I just don't like that kind of fun myself. I like this kind of fun. Where that's nice and all, but if I don't really get down with that for a time, like I still have like more shit. It doesn't do a running, but it's fine. We'll live. I serendipitously get to just hold this. Well, no, I mean, I, like, knew that I could equip this. It's kind of why my stat spread is what it is. I could just happen to have 99 vigor, and so it was funny. Like 27 in dex, 18 in stir, 25 in faith, but that's, you know, 5 of those are from Melissa's prosthesis. So that's just fine. I don't want to use this one yet. I do like it down there. It's really pretty. I just need the Lord of Blood. Oh, I could get there. Well, I want Altus just because I like Altus. I guess I just want Altus open. I don't really want anything from Altus. I just want to go to Altus because it's pretty. That's all. If I ignore all of the Altus boon furs, I think I don't fuck anything. And I don't have to go there right away. I'm more likely to go for Radon, so I can go to to... Blah, 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 blah. I want the Lord of Blood. So I could do the fucking consecrated snowfield skip, which would be hella easy. No, oh my gosh, wait, no, it would not be. I've never done the consecrated skip. I've done the other one. Wait, which is which? I'm holding a brain fart. I can't check right now. Fuck. Goddamn. Lame. 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 I can't check. Now I can check. It was that bird. They're evil. Okay, cool. No, I did outright forget where I was going. It's like not just like I forgot how to get there, it's that I forgot there. I wanted a foul foot. Not that I'm currently using those right now. I wanted a turtleneck. I am currently using those right now. The beast claw, even if it's not equipped, or if you're like riding and it's not showing, it hides portions of your armor. So if I have the focus, you'll see that I have hand protection. If I have the beast claw, it goes away. I guess it's just this way because life is a bitch and then you fucking, I don't know, fart in public and can barely bear the shame. So you stop farting altogether because you're based and you don't fart. Yeah. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bestie. Can't stand these hosts because they messy. What a messy goober. What a messy little goober. Oh, I zoned out pretty hard. I thought they were the other way. I zoned out really hard. That was rough-ish. Round 2. They're too slow now, they can't catch us. Bitch. Little do they know I'll be done before they know it's come and hit them. And that's good enough. None of your business, goober. That's what I was in there for. Thanks, though. I could go the reasonable way, but I have these now, I guess. Was it on this side, past the manor? No. Right. I forgot the path to Altus. It should be very visually obvious. The coffin of coffins, the coffin of coffins. The coffin of coffins, this would be this. Okay. I think it's this. I don't really care to go to Altus right now. I'm probably just gonna Radon, Lord of Mogging. And then be done with these goobers. Like, just go live in the DLC Landia in the New Game Plus worlds. Maybe find fun places to, like, go post up and request invaders. I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh, along the lake. Yeah, for that part. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Dark Souls needs you. Elden Ring needs you. I really hope that the people, like, rumoring about a Dark Souls 3 remake aren't on bullshit. I hope they're right. I hope we get this kind of motion, though. Like, I hope we get what they've learned from Elden in it. I really do. Because as far as I'm aware, the rumor is that From themselves is doing the remake. And that sounds really nice. Like, really, really nice. I would like that, please.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way.
Holly.
Ah, welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
Okay. Oh no, I already have your books. Whatever will I do? Arrows. Okay, I'll try this. It's been a wondrous while. Maybe a lot of people are invading and there just aren't many worlds to go into. I'll be a world for them. Fair. Bear. Beast Claw Bear. No, Beast Claw Bear. Beast Claw Rakshasa Bear. Oh, never mind. Well, anyways. It almost looked fun. There we go. Something about it goes vroom, vroom, vroom. Not as much as everyone's favorite baby flax, but it'll do, you know? It'll do. Wow, curved. Wow. This goes vroom, vroom. Even with no FP. Does it feel like the animation kind of fucks up a little bit for y'all? Hold on, let's get us against a tree. We can probably see through the tree. Or this. Never mind. We go to brace it in front of us. I thought we were cutting through our head while we ran. Okay, this makes a lot more visual sense anyways. We are so weird with this one. Oh. Gotta recuse him.
Hey.
Oh, I should do this. I mean, this'll do.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird, weird.
What is that? What's going on? Why don't they like it? We spent $250 million on this.
Truth be told, I thought I was never going to make a video about Snow White ever again. I thought the movie is out. I've made my few videos on the situation. I don't think it could get any worse. Time and time again, I'm proven wrong. And it's low-key a good thing because rent isn't cheap, so here we go. So a few days ago, Snow White finally came out. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it. Since the last time I made a video on this movie, the score went even lower. It used to have like 48, 49%, and now it has a 44. Somehow the audience score is at 73, and I'm like, were you high during the movie? Were you under any substances? Because I'm sure if I had a beer or two, or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, I would have a better time watching this movie. So maybe that's what happened. But on IMDb, it has a rating of 2.1 stars. I said this multiple times. I don't have an agenda. I'm just a guy who likes movies, and I just think this movie was not needed. You could have done so much with those 250 million. Even
someone I know had to prefix what they felt like they had to
this movie. The movie came out Thursday, I believe. I'm
what's
recording
this movement
Sunday.
game?
You're probably seeing this on a Monday. We do have the box office numbers. Box office Snow White leads with sleepy $43 million. I believe the predictions at some point were like 49 to 53, and a few months ago it was much higher. It was like in the 60 to 80 million. And 43 million, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money. But when you've put a quarter, if not a bit more, over $250 million into a movie, yeah, this isn't too good. I'm sure the guys over at Disney, they're not happy. I believe that was only in the US. The worldwide opening, the global box office, was $87.3 million. And don't get me wrong, $87 million worldwide is an insane number. But movies rarely hit their opening box office weekend, if you will. And what normally happens after, you know, the giant first boom, if you will, of the movie coming out, it just keeps going lower and lower. So on the next week, it's gonna have what, 40 million, 30 million? I don't think it's gonna be a complete flop. I think it might break even, if not, you know, hit 300. I feel bad for the people who had to edit this movie or who worked on the special effects, and I'm sure a lot of them had sleepless nights. And I feel bad for the little guys. I don't feel bad for the actors and actresses who are making, you know, a shit ton of money, whether it does good or bad. Who the fuck cares? I got paid. Especially when one, and the one being Rachel Zegler, spent the last 2 years just trashing this movie, burying it to the ground. So someone actually made a graph of every single Disney remake and how it did at the box office compared to Snow White. It's their lowest performing. It's just right under Dumbo. It's so far away from The Little Mermaid or Mufasa or Aladdin. The movie ended up making $353 million worldwide. If Snow White is lower than that, then I think it's pretty safe to say that, I don't know, Snow White could do between 3
honestly,
to 320.
are we just like seeing what happens when people are fatigued and don't trust this company anymore? Is it like the confluence of bad movie but no trust?
It says right here that Dumbo on its opening day made $15.2 million, and Snow White did $16 million in its first day, so just a little bit more than Dumbo. Dumbo is not as popular nor as relevant culturally as Snow White. Don't get me wrong, Dumbo is popular, but at the same time,
and I don't like all the Marvel rehashes.
Came out at a time
I could have died happy without a single Marvel movie. Honestly, if DC has a movie and it gets to be like the type that Marvel is, I'm gonna tune out of fucking DC. I don't give a shit. It's just so fucking ew.
And on top of that, the script was good. I'm sure the movie could have made between 700 million to $1 billion. And going back to the article, it says overseas, Snow White also opened slightly behind projections with 44.3 million for a global launch of 7.3 million. The film was
I want my imagination given to me
globally,
still,
so
and
it's
not
like
kept away.
13 to $14 million short. Still, this cinematic take on the 1937 animated classic has notched the lowest domestic debut to date, below even 2019's Dumbo. Okay, I thought it was doing better than Dumbo, which took flight with $45 million.
I'd probably rate it, not watch any of the new or the old one.
Had legit the easiest way to make $1 billion. And
like guys, even when I would watch movies and I would like read fiction more often, I don't know. Like I'm not the audience for films. I know that much.
If you guys
like,
weren't so fucking stupid.
No, I'm definitely not.
From IMDb, who are the 1.5k people who voted this movie a 10 out of 10? Now, I completely get it if you enjoyed it, right? Especially if you're young. Like I've said before, it's not a movie for people like me. But how could anyone rate this movie a 10 out of 10? This is either A, your first time watching a movie ever, or B, they're just fucking around and trolling, because there's no way. I'm scared of people like that. I think if you give it like a 5 or a 6, I think that's completely very valid. Even the 2, honestly. 36,000 people gave it a 1 star. And the top review says, as always, whenever
It's so
there's
bright.
negative hype around the movie, my mindset is always prove them wrong, give them a chance. Which is low-key the mentality that I took when I went to see the movie. I was like, if it's good, I'll just say that it's good. You know what? But if it's shit, I'll say that it's horrible. And, well, you guys saw my review. It's diabolical. Honestly, I can't understand how so much money and so much time has gone into this. The final result is cringe-worthy. It's an absolute shocker. I am stumped to find any positives. I think my one positive was like Rachel
Poison apples all the way
wasn't
around
as
is the
annoying
best
as she
tagline.
usually is. One of the only positives. It looks and feels artificial. The sets, the animals. I'm with you. I think the CGI looks bad. And it's not like this is some indie movie. The CGI legitimately looks ugly to look at points. Snow White, a soulless, unnecessary remake. Another unnecessary remake.
My other
1 out of
friend who
10.
likes movies
OMG,
thinks
so bad.
that
This
this
movie
exists
makes no sense. It is
as
a
a fucking
complete
film.
disaster. My 3-year-old was so upset. Wait, 3-year-olds can talk? I learned how to talk when I was like 8 years old. This is news to me. My 3-year-old was so upset because the cartoons that she watched did not look the same in the film. Disney did not work on the script, horrible actor selection, and extremely poor CGI. Amen. Amen. Just watch the original. I'm with you. People are being way too harsh. 8 out of 10? What is this person smoking?
6 out of 10.
7 out of
wouldn't change
10?
a thing.
It's not as bad as people are saying it is.
Be
Alright,
specific.
it's like a 4 at best. I do think, right, the people that are giving this a 0 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10, I think. They're obviously trolling because I don't think it's one of the worst movies to ever be made.
It's
There's
not a
so
10,
many
it's not a
that
0
I could
from what I'm
that I could
gathering.
name before Snow White. Truth be told, if I had to put a rating to this
I'm not
movie
gonna watch the
after
fucking
what
film,
2-3 days,
I
I
don't
think
like
the
films.
movie is like between a 3 to a 4. I don't think it goes any higher than that. Hopefully, this teaches Disney a lesson, but
High
I
6,
doubt
I'm
it.
guessing,
I
is a
mean, the
reasonable
live
one.
remakes are not going to stop anytime soon, and a lot of people are sick of them,
Oh,
and
we have
truth be
Elden
told, I
stuff.
don't blame
Wait,
them.
do
They're
we?
soulless, it's just a fucking CGI movie. At that point,
Oh, invaded.
you might as well let
Yes,
AI
indeed.
write the script, edit the movie, and upload it to YouTube or send it to the movie theaters. But yeah, that's the last update we got regarding this movie. Not doing too hot. Everyone that has a good taste for movies will not like this movie. If I ever meet anyone, they're like, yo, I love movies. And I'm like, yo, I love movies as well. Like, let's be BFFs now. They're like, you know what? One of my favorite movies is Snow White. I'd be like, dude, I remove your movie watcher card because ain't no way you think this is a good movie. The dick writing you're doing will not get you to start in a Disney movie, little bro. So chill out with that. But anyways, with that said, I'm out. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a like before you go. And I'll see you next time. All right? Bye.
Lol. Lol. I've never wanted to watch a live action of a fictitious thing, though, that wasn't initially, like, in that same venue. Honestly, I wouldn't watch if someone made a remake of Poirot. I already don't like post-season 4. Like, when it starts becoming all noir and spoon-feeding you the fucking plot so you can't, like, investigate yourself as a person who gives a shit. I don't know. I'm really not like a non-critical media person. I want something to think about and to gawk at, to be interested in, to give a shit about. I don't like passive media. I don't like to be passively just spooned something. I want to figure something out, to explore a little. To have some fun. I love my imagination being given to me. It's kind of why I prefer books to movies anyway. And I love mystery. If I have to watch something especially, I like mystery. Wow. Oh, that's an hour of this. This is tomorrow tent. I was gonna head out. I'm just seeing if there's some, like, you know, a silly goofball thing to stare at really fast before I run off on y'all. We'll see. We'll see. Rockstar Games unfairly taking down YouTubers can go into tomorrow tent. I kinda wanna click the Pokemon thing. Kinda wanna. It's 6 hours old. Okay, this is tomorrow tent. Fuck you. No. Y'all lost me. I'm gonna run off. Thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me be your shitty ass streamer. Thank you for letting me hang out and be my goober ass. I'm sniffly, so I'm gonna go away. Y'all take care. Be well. Bye-bye. I appreciate you. I hope you have an absolutely lovely one. And take care. Peace.